podcast. So we got Peter Hoy. Say, let's go. What's up, Nomad with Guitar? The Omi Bromi, Mandomi. Say, I'm seeing you tonight. Thought we had to wait till Monday. Best to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, Randy gonna blow all his gems on alligator Lokis. What's up, Randy? What's going on, guys?
Right.
I only have a couple hundred gems. But what I really, the big thing, not really for me, but might be for Ty because he still works at a bar, is that Bengals defensive end Sam Hubbard says that the team wants to win a Super Bowl to honor Harambe, who was killed at Cincinnati Zoo in 2016. What do you think about? What are the bets like? What was going on behind the scenes in the underworld of society?
Yeah, Super Bowl is mostly about pools. You have to go to like Vegas or be like a real gambler to be betting on like the coin costs. You know, like specific scores.
And you don't do that at your bar.
No, we do the pools allegedly.
Allegedly.
Supposedly.
We deal in points. We don't deal in dollars.
Okay.
So it's like it's like you have like merit points. Let's call them. So like you put down 200 of your merits for one of the pools, and you could win like 8,000 points.
Merit points.
And then you can pay it forward. And like I accept points.
That's like.
So I get like 10%.
Like you ever see Zoe 101?
No.
Okay, so there's this one show, Zoe 101, where they're in like Pacific Coast Academy. It's like a high school.
Yeah.
And they go do this thing where it's, hey, let me go and run for like class president. Like Ty was for our senior year. Ty was class president.
Not senior, I was sophomore.
Oh, you were sophomore. Okay,
Yeah,
either way.
Then they censored my speach and wouldn't let me give the speech.
Wait, tell that story.
For re-election.
They censored
because like do you remember like my speech? Because I made jokes and it made everybody laugh. And like that's why
this was in high school. I don't.
Yeah, all right.
But
Yeah,
okay,
so it's
keep
like
going.
so sophomore year, like I had a great speech. I had like a ton of jokes, just listening there, and then like I included the jokes after like my speech was proofread, so like they didn't know I was gonna say jokes.
Yeah.
So then I made the mistake of including the jokes in the next one, and they were just like they proofread. I was like, yeah, you can't say any of these.
They're all offensive.
No, they weren't even offensive. It was like, yeah, you just can't say it. It's got to be like the fix
They
was
want
in.
you to be completely professional.
Yeah, like the fix was in, and I was just like, I just like my speech was like 2 paragraphs. And I was like, I don't even care anymore.
Oh man,
I was like, it's not even worth it.
I thought you were our senior class president.
No, that was
Sammy Gambino, who was doing the hair and makeup for everyone. I was like, oh yeah, our senior class president is right, like down, like he's gonna be down the hall later.
No, it was Joey Lonigan. Yeah.
I don't know who that was.
He was a gay guy.
I don't know if that narrows it down.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
He actually joined, like, myself, and Justin Pierce were all in the same college frat, but like in different colleges and time.
Get the fudge out of here, really?
Yeah.
So you might remember Justin Pierce was on with Stephanie Salentano talking about
TKE.
So we were talking about Disney, but Justin was also on with Ty when we were talking about, I don't know what we were talking. It was like in the 90s.
Oh no! Yeah, growing up. Yeah, we were talking about growing up.
Yeah, growing up in the 90s.
We name dropped a lot of people that we went to school with. Yeah.
I don't remember that at all. That was like our fifth, my like 8th podcast.
Yeah, it was like your 7th. It was your 7th. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta go back.
It was before you were signed with YouTube.
Oh, so it was before. Okay, so go back to like Chavez podcast number 8.
Like
we cursed a lot. Like we were all like, I was drunk.
We had a bunch of White Claw.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was.
Yeah.
I weigh a lot.
I was like, yeah, that guy.
Justin, who you just had the Disney podcast with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
fun.
I weigh 100 pounds
that.
less. You didn't see that yet?
No, the Disney one I saw, not the.
Yeah, but you didn't see that.
No.
Yeah, all right. So.
Yeah. It was podcast 7. Yeah. We're like, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, F that guy. I hope he's in a ditch somewhere.
I don't remember. Did we say that?
I said that about one.
Go back to it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
it's
if
all
I did.
there.
Even if Ty said that about someone, they probably deserved it, or they were British.
But it's
okay.
Because you don't like Tom Holland.
All right, but that's because he's short. No, okay. It's because he's a bad actor.
I like it. Is it because he got Zendaya?
It's just like I don't believe him as an American. He's just like he's all dainty and
fair point. Americans.
Like, hey guys, and like I'm waiting for him to grow up, and it's like, oh no, you're 26. Like you literally can't grow.
I mean, he got bigger in No Way Home though. You see, like he was
Dude,
like
it's a suit.
He was drinking gallons of water. Like you could tell.
It's this suit.
No, I mean like when he was just shirtless, like just get.
All right, wait. Do we have someone reading the comments?
All right, we can go with the comments. All right.
It's an AMA, right? So.
Yo, Randy, can't wait, bro. With you, ticket up is bought. Got to find a place to stay. All right, Bird to Jerk, get it. The 15th, guys who don't know, 15 April, throwing a major party.
Where'd the facial hair go? Oh man.
So I had to shave.
We had a wedding today. that we went to.
Tell me about the wedding.
All right, so the wedding was I had a electric razor and I shaved most of my face that you guys saw. You guys saw in a whole podcast. You saw a whole stream where I had like this little goatee, like it looked like kind of almost like ties, a little bit.
Yeah.
But
like
not,
none of this.
Yeah, none of
just
that.
Like
no,
the pointy.
Like the anti-Wolverine.
Yeah.
And
But tell them that your besties got married.
Oh yeah, so our friend Meg and our friend Nick, they and Nick we knew since high school, and Meg, the only reason they got together was because of me. Because I met Meg when I was in 2010. I was renting this a room from this lady, and this lady had a son who went to the high school that we went to, and he was in a band, and we were like a couple years apart, so we would like play video games sometimes. We would hang out, and then his bandmates were over, and one of his bandmates had a girlfriend named Megan, and you saw her, Megan J, on the podcast, and she got married to Nicholas J, who was on the podcast, and they met because of me, and just this whole weekend is because of me. We're here.
Yeah. So to clarify, Nick was not the guy in the band.
No, Nick was not the guy in the band. This was much later. Like I met Meg at that time. Nick I already met, and then they decided.
You introduced them before you went into the military, right? Like just before.
Yeah.
It was while I was during. It was during the military, but
before you went to Kuwait.
They didn't get together. They got together like the week. 3 days after I went to Kuwait, they announced their relationship. Like, are you freaking kidding me? You freaking kidding? Like,
I was like, oh, how you do that to me?
Yeah,
Why, girl?
I mean, another times I was like, I can't celebrate with you. Can't celebrate with you. And for all I know, it could have been over by the time I got back. But
it wasn't.
But it wasn't. And
now they're
married. And they're in their room.
And it was a fabulous wedding. So much fun.
It was amazing.
It was an afternoon wedding, and it's just like
I know.
I have so much energy right now.
And it's only 8:30
p.m.
It's 8:47. So I'm gonna be here hopefully all night.
So that's why you shaded, because the bride
because of the wedding, yeah.
Because it looked too much like mine.
Party.
Yeah,
so it looked too much like mine.
So they picked me up at like 4 p.m. yesterday, and there was like,
that's not the reason.
It's like, hey Chavez, you're gonna shave, right? Like as soon as I get in the car, she's about to tell me all the stuff that her husband. Family did like they canceled like 4 p.m. like that night that day.
Weather and like
so they can and they're like, you're gonna shave, right, Chavez? I was like, I'll shave. So
mind you, the entire rest of his face was bare.
Yeah, but also so I had to shave, but I didn't have my electric razor. I had to go downstairs, and they gave me thankfully 2 razors,
disposable razors.
They were free for a reason, and they hurt. It was not fun. And of course, I didn't take, you had scissors there for me, where I could have trimmed but I didn't because I'm just nipping it this weekend.
Use the scissors to open the
package. The next one.
Clean shaven, please tell me the hair isn't next. Well, no, but somebody said that if somebody said that they would give me 4 million omi to shave it, and I said yes, and they haven't given it to me. If they give me 4 million omi, I will shave it live on stream, which is roughly about.
I'll shave it live on stream.
Roughly about $28,000. So.
Oh, dude, you should do an auction for your hair.
Oh, to sell. People would do that, Ty. You can't people would take that. They're like, because that's even if they don't give a fudge about me, they could be like, okay, well, a lot of people like him. I can clone my own Randy Chavez.
There's an NFT of your hair.
There's an NFT of my hair. They could clone the real Randy Chavez. We got a $20 super chat from Ernie Malas. Says, have a drink on me. Cheers. Thank you, Ernie Malas, for the.
Thank
we
you.
shall. Cheers, Nick.
The disrespect. I think that was directed at me.
All right. What was the disrespect? Oh yeah, Melinda said the disrespect.
Oh.
I don't wait. What was it from?
What was the disrespect?
I don't know. Can we
Tom Holland.
Yeah. Oh, the Tom Holland. Yeah. Oh, featuring Lucy. Yes, this is featuring Lucy. Al Montes says hello. What's up, everyone? Let's go. Looking a little different today. Never mind. Just messing the fridge. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
What's up, Melinda Murphy? Disrespect. Randy looks like he plays metal on guitar. I was doing the head. Yeah. It was rocking today. Oh, okay. 5 million omi it is. Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to give me 4 or 5 million, 4 million omi.
Yeah.
Run Chavez, the new Netflix show. Thank you, Ernie Malas. You always take care of me. You always super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I would hate and love to see you have a Netflix show setting people up. I would be so uncomfortable, but I would watch it.
So actually, what I wanted to do, which I did a whole podcast, the next $1 billion idea. Was called Friend Me, or it was called Buddy Trip. Where
if you
wanted like if you had big life energy, if you want to go out and do stuff, but all your friends and family, we have company coming over, I just want to chill and watch Netflix, you have nobody to do that stuff with. You want to go to an adventure park, you want to go toss frisbee on a beach, you got to go roller coaster. Then you want to do that with
like
fun
rent
people.
out like a buddy for a day.
Rent out a buddy. It's called buddy trip.
Okay.
You rent a buddy for a day.
Like you need a roaster in the group.
But this would be the thing. Like, how do we know they're cool? The whole show would be me and my friends verifying who's cool. Be like, we would take them on all these great activities.
Oh, and then you at the season finale, you would set up some of the guys that you took like during the season. Like, hey, now you guys can be buddy based on like compatibility.
Well, it'd be like, you guys can work for us, and then we would launch the app. Because at the end of the day, we'd be like, they can hang, or like, loser, they can't hang. You don't want these, but they wouldn't care because they're getting like 3 days all paid. They're getting 3 days of like going to football games, going to concerts, and they're going like the planetarium, and they're taking stuff with us. They're taking some stuff with us.
Planetarium. Well, all right.
You can't being on Lucy and planetarium is amazing. Anyway, we got a super chat coming in from Maxwell saying beer money only. Duke beat UNC's ass for Coach K's last game at North Carolina. So drunk. Okay, so Maxwell, I don't know what that means. Ty, can you translate? Duke beat UNC.
Beer money only. Duke beat UNC's ass for Coach K's last game at North Carolina. All right, word, yeah. Men's basketball.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair point.
Yeah. I was surprised because like Duke was ass last season. Like they didn't even make the dance. Them in Kentucky, it was like the first time neither of them made the dance in the same year. And they're usually strong programs. They're usually very strong programs. It was very surprising in the world of basketball.
I
would shave mine. Yeah.
Auction the hair.
Yeah.
Nice one, Chavez. Alter ego is Cupid.
I love it.
I shaved mine too. Cheers, guys. What are you drinking?
Cupid Chavez.
Yeah. I'm drinking ginger whiskey. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Stoli vanilla and ginger.
Yeah.
I'm driving home later. So
he's driving home. So even though it's going to be like a 4-hour podcast, I was like, I'm not
It is? No.
Whatever I want it to be. Whatever you guys want it to be. I mean, there's 45 people here, so this.
Yeah.
45.
Randy reminds me of Matt Hardy.
Yeah, we've heard that.
I've heard that a lot of times before. That would be an episode of Nathan for you. I don't know what that is. Hey, Randy. What's going on, Diego? So, whatever. So, yeah, we were talking about stuff we were talking about Joe Rogan before and how the people just trying to, like, cancel him.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fair.
It's like I said, I disagree with the method because it seems more fueled out of competitiveness than like actual concern over misinformation.
Yeah.
Because like if we really want to go like story for story, we're gonna see misinformation like everywhere.
Yeah.
Like nobody threatened like sponsors like after who's the kid that had to stand off with like the Native American like guy and he got paid.
Yeah. But he got paid after.
Well, yeah, no, but it's like you didn't see sponsors like CNN like you ran a smear campaign against this kid or pulling our sponsorship like I didn't see that.
Oh, I thought they did run a smear campaign against.
No, they didn't. I'm saying like, but CNN sponsors like I didn't see like you know what like if you guys continue to like do news like this I'm gonna pull my sponsorship.
Right.
That's a good point.
And, it's just like it seems like honestly a war between like a conglomerate news medias
and
independent outsources.
Yeah.
That's what Joe Rogan is. He's an independent source.
As independent as it can be with Spotify and which again I don't know where people.
Yeah.
I don't know where Spotify's money come from. Obviously from paying ads. Obviously from just
membership.
Yeah. But even like with YouTube, like I think it's because I'm not that big right now. We got a super chat from Wes saying, "Why Omi have a $4 billion market cap?" So the $1 billion market cap right now is
Nick Salmon. Yeah, that was it.
Sorry. Okay. No, it's okay. You can't pay attention to that because the market cap is all out of whack. It looks like the circulating supply is a lot higher than it is right now. We do not have a $4 billion market cap. Even though that would be nice, that would mean Omi is about is over a penny. It's almost 2 cents, but we do not have that. It's currently at like $1.5 billion market cap. So yeah, it's just because CoinGecko's all out of whack right now. Peter Hoy says 4 ties cab fare. Oh, 4 ties cab.
It's TUI, just for future reference.
Ty is very
it's just 2 letters.
Yeah, it's TUI.
My parents are cool. They only gave me 2 letters.
Like Ty, what is it like from Ty Cobb? Is it from Ty?
Ty Detmer, he was the '90 Heisman winner. He ended up not being a great football player.
Wait, the 1990
Yeah, Heisman Trophy winner.
Okay, because you said 90 is like, wait, you were born in like 91.
91, yeah.
Yeah.
So like Ty Detmer. Yeah.
Okay.
I was named for Ty
Danielle, who are you
Detmer.
named after? Who are you? I know.
I wasn't named after anyone. Just they like the name. That's all.
Ty Jonathan McDonough.
I think
So my middle and last name are super long, but like I only got 2 letters for first. So it's pretty lit.
I think for me is
Ah,
like,
dude,
whatever the American embassy gave my parents. It's like, all right, that's fine. But what would you name your kid? Like, what is like good strong? I heard like William's a good strong name. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean reference. if
You
y'all
see,
haven't
like
heard.
I hope Williams like phased out in the next like generation. I'm tired of hearing Williams. I'm like I don't like Billy's. Like I don't like it's like a Roberts or Bobby. I hate the name Bobby.
Bobbert.
I hate the name.
What do you like? What do you like?
It's
What do you hate,
like, I like-
Bobby?
Such a hater.
Ty's such a hater.
I'm such a hater.
Why do you hate Bobby's?
He loves
I just
to
like-
hate on everything.
I don't want to. I just like it's just my natural.
He
Sorry.
hates
Alignment.
British people.
Own it,
It's like
own it.
Canadians. Like,
It's just like my alignment.
he hates
It's like, it's who I
Wolverine.
am.
Like, so I don't know how we're friends.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
hate everything I love.
I know, but I love you.
I love you
But
too.
I also hate you. Fuck.
I
It's not just dilemma.
know. And so I don't know if I've shown the people this. What I
The
showed.
people.
Yeah, the people. It's what I showed Mike when we were going about our. Was it 2020? I forget where it was. Oh yeah, so I don't know if I've shown the people this. It was. So these are my arms after Ty would beat me
Oh
up.
my god.
Like these are,
It was a consensual sparring session.
but it's
It
every
was-
Sunday.
It was for you to work on your power, and it was for me to work on my speed and stamina.
It was
It was
tough
a
love.
mutual.
It was
But it's
literally tough
like
love.
I was assaulted every Sunday. Yeah, because we could only do because I had 2 businesses and I was working Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And Saturday. So we couldn't.
So you
do
picked
it.
Sunday after I would get off
Jen says she's
off
gonna
work.
get high and she's gonna watch us.
So you would pick Sundays
Yeah,
after I would get off
that's
work
all.
at like 2 a.m.
Oh yeah,
and like go to sleep at like 5.
Yeah, because you'd have like 3 hours sleep.
And then pick like 8 a.m. So I was a little salty about that. So
I could understand. I could understand. Also, if everyone else here could go and smash that like button, that would be great. So
For the
Yeah, absolutely.
50th.
for the 50th
50th
podcast, a free way to support the
50th
channel.
podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so
Rudy G said "Que paso?"
and Ginger and Captain Morgan. Okay, nice. Linux, Devin. What is
Que
cancel
tal?
culture so destructive? Agreed.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
Or is
I
it-
didn't hear of Neil Young until like this happened.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Like, and then it was like the Leonard Skinner's like
So
like Neil Young, like remember or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, he was referencing the song.
so
Oh, it's Sweet Home Alabama.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason I know Neil Young is because in that one episode of Gilmore Girls, when
Oh.
Dean's in the tie, he's like, "Yeah, you look like Neil Young." Well, he
Oh.
looks cool in a tux because he's Neil Young. Of course, it's Neil Young. He looks cool in a tux. This was also 20-something years ago in the
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls.
okay.
You ever tried DMT? All right, hang on. We gotta.
DMT, that's that T stuff, right? No.
The dimethyltryptamine. Well, you make it. Your brain makes it when you dream. So, like when you have those really crazy psychedelic dreams.
Oh yeah, no.
Like last night, I was telling Danielle, like in my alternate universe dream last night, Danielle was also a YouTube star, and she was
Yeah, right.
she was complaining
Totally
that I was
alternate
taking
universe.
all of the good YouTubers. Like Danielle, and listen, everyone's gonna want to get a piece of you. You have to
Oh my
be,
God.
you have to be, who you
So
want to go
far
with.
From the truth. This is definitely a dream.
Yeah.
But like we could totally like make it happen. Like if we just like focus on like your love of animals, like
Yeah,
we could just
oh.
like
And you're so
We tried, like,
adorable. You're so
Podcast
adorable.
was horrible.
I thought it was
You
great.
didn't even
I-
watch it.
She
watched-
thought,
I meant to.
Awful.
It's on the queue. I swear.
It's on the queue.
but a lot of people liked it. They said that you're too good for me, which is fair. That's fine. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Whoa.
I'm so sorry.
Whoa.
I'm so sorry. I guess don't demonetize me, YouTube. But yeah, no, that's fair. That's Danielle's like.
I was agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
All right, so sometimes on a good night, maybe I'll make $200-something on like a podcast. Danielle, sometimes you can do emergency vet work if you want, which is like what $200 an hour.
Is that about? It's all about the money.
If you, no, I'm just saying.
No, if you, it's an
Why
option.
would
Yeah, yeah.
Like her brain is worth more than my life. Like that's how much education went into her brain, and
Yeah.
it's not that much. I don't know. I talk to the camera.
It's a great way of saying it. You know, it's a great way of talking up your lady. I respect that a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, it's true.
Yeah.
But you're brilliant. You
why
know
thank-
that.
I-
Everyone knows that.
Maybe sometimes
Esoteric. You're
Like-
like you're like a field case study.
like like 3 different things. I'm good at like hand-to-hand combat, kissing, and pattern recognition. And like that's
very good at pattern recognition.
Yeah, let's
And
slow it
math.
down first.
And Matt, what? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pattern right. That's
No,
you know.
math in your head
Yeah.
is not pattern recognition.
I was
That's
thinking
just-
about that. I was actually thinking about that.
No,
last night.
that's
I was
just
like,
math.
I was thinking about my love of spreadsheets, and I was like, man, if I could just like math as fast as him,
Exactly.
I'm like, it was like everything was so
Exactly.
much like lit.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you have to try Lucy in the Sky Was Honest, because like everything. Well, maybe not math, because math's already easy for me, but not to go all Goodwill Hunting, but it makes you think of things like imagine spreadsheets in your head, like imagine it like times 10, like times 10, because it makes you think of every single scenario. Like remember in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where Aang is trying to say like, okay, maybe there's another angle we could work at that, and Toph like, there's no new angle, it's just head on. But no, you know, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, it helps you garner all of those different angles that nobody ever thinks to look at, because maybe that's probably just a waste of time, but if you look at it deeply, it might not be. And that's why, again, most of my financial success has to do with that.
Right. So kneeling out, we did these.
Yeah. Also, the price. Omi, I would say 30 cents at the height, and maybe 8 cents at the low in the bear market. Rick Sandman, Nick Sandman.
we were
Also,
talking
hey.
about.
Oh yeah. Did you land? I did not land the drop. You guys, we were at the wedding. It was an early wedding. We had a great time at the wedding. Miss you already. Need you here every day now. The positive energy that you bring. Did you get on some nice chicks today on the drop? I didn't get anything on the drop, but God, Danielle, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peter, for the ties cap there. Omi Brother says we will be able to exchange gems to Omi. No, that will never happen because they don't want to add more Omi to the circulating supply.
Yeah. They'll devalue.
But if you want to cash out gems for fiat and then buy Omi with your fiat, convert to crypto, or if you want to take your gems and then you want to buy NFTs and then sell your NFTs for Omi, you can do that. So that's the way of doing it without doing it. Robert Smith.
Bobby, because I insulted Bobby earlier. All the Bobbies of the world.
Yeah, all right, fair point.
I don't know who Robert Smith is.
Same. I thought.
Robert Smith from The Cure.
It's a little past our. All right, so cheers, Alex M. Crypto versus Ready. Nacho Savage. What's up? What's going on? I don't know what your name is. A new Wonder Woman. So the new Wonder Woman looks very good. The new Wonder Woman looks like what you want it to look like, and it's just.
I'll check it.
I wish this new Wonder Woman, Ty, I'll show you, was the first appearance Wonder Woman, because the first appearance is all cartoony and it's
Childlike.
Well, 40s.
It's it's like it's
Wait. Oh, for you talking about VV.
yeah, for the VV NFTs, but the new ones, like you could tell the new
style.
comic
sticker
book style, but no, not sticker, but like she lifts.
Oh,
She
love
definitely
it.
lifts.
We do love it.
Like she can crush you with her thighs.
That
like
was the drop today?
That was the drop. Like, so it was a
Right,
blind
right.
buy. Is Batgirl, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, or Harley Quinn?
I don't like that Batgirl. I don't know.
No? Why? You think they'll have guano in her cape because of the bat?
I can't even, it's not very clear. Like her pose, it looks like she's like in a vulnerable position.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
She looks frightened instead of powerful.
Yeah,
That's a good
exactly,
point.
yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, she looks right.
She looks vulnerable. Yeah.
Supergirl's feeling herself. Harley Quinn's feeling herself, and Wonder Woman's.
Yeah.
Honestly, like for investment, first appearance Wonder Woman, even though she's cartoony, but for what I want, for what I would like to.
Agreed.
Like, hey, here's my art on the wall. Like this is Diana Prince. Like that's the Wonder Woman that deals with her enemies.
Diana Themyscira.
Themyscira. Yeah, that's the Wonder Woman that deals with her
Diana
enemies.
Prince is the lady she stole the identity from. You know,
Fair point. Princess Diana. Apparently, Alex Jones says he killed her. What do you think about it?
What?
Never mind. All right, we're going on. Randy's food money goes towards Lucy. No, the Lucy's very cheap. Yo, Randy, should I spend 4,200 on 8 sets that will give me 90 daily point? Well, I don't go for Master Collector Program points, because if you go for Master Collector Program points, if you only have, like, let's say 15, 20 sets, you have to compete with all of the people. Again, there's 1.6 million people, monthly active users. So even 1% of that is 16,000 people that are in the 1%. So they probably have millions to spend. So you're competing with those people. You're probably not going to be able to do that. So I would not do anything specifically for points. Buy another Elsa. Probably buy another Elsa. I would to go Elsa over Homer and Bart. And Mighty Spidey. Oh, Mighty Spidey's really good. He's only 18. No, Mighty Spidey's the Marvel Mighty Spider-Man. He's not 18. There's no way he's 1800. Like I will I'll donate another $100 to wherever tonight if he's $1,800. Oh, you mean the not the 2099 because he's 2,500. If you want, I would still go for Elsa, unless the Marvel Mighties get gamified, in which case I'll go for Peter. Look at Randy's hair; it's not wet.
Not wet, yeah.
Like, look at the beautiful Omi billionaire on the left. Oh, thank you. Justin's laughing. How long until someone in the community tries to legally marry their every NFT? Have you guys seen those movies where people try to marry like their
objects.
AI? Like,
Dude, it's legal in China. People are marrying like their robots.
really?
Yeah, I saw a news headline. I'm like,
It's
I'm just
legal?
like,
Oh no!
it's like there's like a cruise ship or something that like people get like marrying. They're like,
Oh no! Because they already have
well,
like a
you know,
birth
at least
control
people.
problem.
Well, people are like petitioning to like. Last I saw, I think people were petitioning to like marry their like robots.
Because people already have like this. I think
Well,
it's
some Asian
Japan.
countries, yeah,
Japan
Japan.
has like this birth
Low
control.
birth rate.
Yeah, because they're because people just
They're living with their parents longer. You know,
Yeah, and
they're working more.
yeah, and they
It's-
don't want to have kids, and that's rough.
You know, it's like I don't know. It's like I feel like the world. That's just how it is sometimes. We're starting to see that in America. Yeah, I feel like
That's
you know,
scary.
there's like low birth rate, but then there's gonna be a boom. There's gonna be like another baby
I hope so.
boomer like generation like one day.
Well, I mean, there's no great war for us right now. Biden maybe put a couple thousand towards Europe, but there's no reason for us to boink. Like, have you seen the TikToks around like Gen
always a
Z
reason.
trying to fight World War III? Like, you guys are in my safe space. Like, I'm just trying to have Daddy Putin, what are you doing? Like, have you seen those TikToks?
No, I'm not on TikTok.
Oh, dude, you got it so fun. I mean, clearly, it might destroy your humanity. what little faith you have left in humanity.
Yeah, probably.
Something else to hate on.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much for me to hate something like that. Like they were talking about the like positive energy you bring when they see you, and that's why I'm only like an occasional guest appearance. Because I'm just like super negative. Like I'm here to ruin your day. And if you want your day ruined, follow me. Don't say that.
But it's so fun. Like I mean, it's also good that because you also bring like where some might be like, all right, Chavez, you're a little naive with this, and then sometimes people like you would bring in
a
the
little colder.
Oh yeah, you definitely bring in your own perspective and
Yeah.
tough love.
yeah,
Definitely a lot of tough
which is
love.
A
needed.
lot of tough love.
Yeah, it's
I like
needed.
it.
I had
It's
a
like the New
conversation
Yorker
before.
way.
It's
You know,
good,
it's just
yeah.
it's like we're gonna like make fun of you and call you an a-hole, but we're gonna help you.
Yeah, I've heard that like people that are in like Wisconsin and they'll be like, oh hey friendo, sorry about that. We're not gonna help you, but we're so sorry about that.
That's California. It's
Oh,
everything I've
California.
ever heard about California.
But then everyone in New York is like, you're such a stupid mother flap, and and then
And then it's like, let me show you how it's done.
yeah, and they'll help you.
Yeah.
Get that. Comments?
No, yes. Flip that girl for Wonder Woman. Nice. Anne says hi, Danielle. Oh, Nick Kalinkos?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's
Nick?
Amory
Oh, that's Anne. Oh, okay. Well, hi.
I didn't know he follows you. That's cool.
Yeah, he texts me every now and then. RA says, have a great time, Randy and friends. Thank you. Joshua says, Randy, would you win against Jake Paul? Not anymore. You know, a few years ago, I probably would have.
Yeah, it's just like well, you gotta see the fight contract first.
Well, he's very in shape. I mean, if I have 6 months to train, no.
If we had a fight camp for you,
If all I did was train, I would beat him. But if it is,
yeah,
if it's now, he would win. Yeah. I do look like Tarzan.
yeah.
Oh, you look like what?
Tarzan. I've been flipping Wonder Woman. I got on drop today. Gained 200 extra gems. So
They
nice.
got it.
Good for you.
Nice.
Good for you, man.
Taxi Corps. Remember when Mike Tyson was in the chat? Yeah. So there's some people like there's Mike Tyson. There's Jesus Christ. There's like Albert Einstein. There's a bunch of people in the chat that it's not who they. David Rosen's mom. I assume that's not him. I was trying to say no, like I meant, would you rather get Homer and Bart golden moments or a mint number 71 spy? It's very hard because it depends. If Marvel Mighties are gamified, then yes, I would get him. If not, then I would go for the other one. Ryan says, Randy, what is Todd worth in 6 months? I figure he's like 11K right now. Oh, then maybe he's like 25, 30K. You know, if we're in, and if you're wrong, you lose 2 secret rare alligators. No, I'm probably I usually be very conservative, so I think 30,000 for the Todd by the end of the year, or what you said 6 months, at the height is probably conservative, so I'd be fine waiting for that. VV Fanbams, would you flip Ultra Harley Quinn from today's drop? To buy something else. Yeah, I mean, I would buy the Mickey, the lenticular cards that were just brought up.
I hate how
Fancy
popular like rodents are in pop culture. I just like.
Because they carry nothing but famine and disease. 'Cause that
Yeah,
episode of
yeah,
Ruby.
yeah. It's just like
Mickey's common, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse,
But Mickey, like he's just saying rodents, like in general.
Pikachu, Jerry,
Pikachu's the Japanese Mickey. It's the
No,
electric
but
man.
the flip. You said you would flip it to buy Mickey.
Jerry.
Yeah, I'd flip to buy any of those cards.
Oh, any of
Jerry's
them.
right.
Yeah,
I think I meant Mickey specifically.
I mean, yeah, Mickey. You know, the Mickey card in general, but probably Minnie.
Yeah.
Because there's only one Minnie, but there's Steamboat Willie. There's the first appearance. Yeah, there's a bunch of Steamboat Willie, and you have that Mickey.
Hamtaro. Yeah.
I'm
I'm thinking
sorry.
of like other like fictional rodents.
Na na na
Yeah.
na.
Like,
You ever play that game, Hams Unite? Hamtaro? It's on Game Boy. I don't know.
Oh, Peter Rabbit. Yeah,
Oh,
rabbits are
I don't
rodents.
know. This would have bought Omi, and you get 35% of revenue.
They called you handsome.
Oh, very handsome. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh.
Oh
Okay.
boy. See?
I didn't-
All right. Dang Randy versus Jake Paul
I'm done.
2023. Make it happen, guys. Please knock him out. So I mean, I'm too small. Maybe if I get to 100,000 subscribers, maybe I could, you know.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah.
What is taking highest tier? Doesn't get like I don't know. If it doesn't get that, then I'm sure it will. But if it doesn't, I'll go for whatever it takes. Smash that like button. Tickets would be Omi, and you get 35%. That'd be great. Neil Young wants us infertile. I said so. Justin is like this super conspiracy person, which is I love that. I love when he comes in with that flat Earth stuff, and he comes in with like, because it's fun. It's fun discussions. I had this guy Joe R Vintage Pokemon, who's a chemistry teacher, and he's all about science. And he's like I don't know how to debunk it because I know these facts, and what they're coming with is maybe not. I don't know. What do you feel about? What do you feel about certain conspiracies? What's your favorite conspiracies?
Give that to me.
Okay, what's your favorite conspiracy? So JFK is the magic bullet. That Seinfeld episode where it's like that's one magic loogie.
Yeah.
Then there had to be a second spitter.
Second spitter.
There's like
Second
one
shooter.
that is like the Allies like staged Pearl Harbor to like draw America to like
Yeah.
help them out because why would Japan like attack like America when they were already like winning the war?
Yeah.
Like that's an interesting one. I don't like it. But
Or
it's
or
an
like
interesting one.
who's President Roosevelt at that time?
Yeah,
That
FDR.
he
FDR.
knew. Yeah, FDR. He knew about the Pearl Harbor. Like he knew the attacks were coming, but he just let it happen.
Because it'd be good for the economy. Like,
Yeah.
war would
He's
be-
like, well, this is a way to get out of the. Yeah.
it's like yeah, lose like
Say that
200,000
word.
guys. You know.
Oh God,
Was that-
that's.
I mean, they always say that whenever something big
Yeah,
like that
like a big
happens,
attack,
that
they knew.
behind the scenes they
No.
knew they're
Yeah.
prepared that was going to happen.
What was the political climate like in the Gulf War? Like, do you remember? I know you were in school mostly, but do you remember what it was like in like the 90s?
I don't know. Yeah, I think I was
You were
student,
just
so
in
yeah,
school.
I think
You were
I was
just
in school,
just
so
a
I
kid.
kind of
Mm.
No.
wasn't in tune as well to that.
Yeah. It's
Just favorite conspiracy? I don't know. I think one of not the one that I thought is actually true. So just preface that. But there's a bunch of favorite ones that I have. But one of the fun ones, like France like actually agreed with Germany and they gave up.
I told you that one.
You
Yeah.
did, and
Yeah.
I went to.
And what?
So I'm sitting here on like r/conspiracy theories. I'm like at night for Reddit. It's like, did Germany actually? So one of my
Like
favorite.
France like fake gave up because
Yeah.
they secretly agreed with Nazi Germany, but they didn't want to openly admit it.
Yeah, so they just gave up and they're like, oh yeah, you guys can roll on through.
That's another one.
Also, what do you think about not who's the character that Jamie Foxx played in the movie? Like he's a
Ray
blind.
Charles.
You think he was really blind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a whole thing on Reddit
I mean,
that he wasn't
Beethoven
really
was
blind.
deaf.
There's a whole thing on Reddit about that too.
Really?
Yeah, because like how do you do that? How do you
compose?
How do you do that when you just can't? You're like Helen Keller and you just.
You could have saw like colors.
That's true. What's that?
Yeah.
Well, there's something that's called where you can taste or smell colors. Like when you taste, I don't know what
When
it's
music's
called.
played, like you see colors, and then it's like you can't hear it. Like you see the color associated with the notes,
I think that's just
and so like depending on how they blend it together.
maybe.
Yeah, the Beethoven thing is always a little crazy.
Yeah, like how is it?
How-
That's
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's impossible because
Collins.
If you can go and people can beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out blindfolded, because they can, there's speed runs on it, then maybe Beethoven can remember what things heard like, and if they remember what things sounded like, and
It's supposed to be as a child,
Like,
right? Yeah.
Well, you think about like Helen Keller, like blind and deaf, and she managed to like learn how to read, write, and like write books. It's crazy.
yeah,
Like everything just through touch.
what's the driving factor behind that? But also, out of how many millions of people, and only one person can do that, it maybe makes it a little more believable.
Yeah. I mean, most deaf people probably can't compose like Beethoven.
Yeah,
So.
that's a true point. Fair points. So where was it going here? Oh god.
Message deleted. Yeah. So
Yep, 6. Right, Jake Paul. Okay, tickets. Yep. Neil Young wants. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Any thoughts on microdosing psilocybin? I've never microdosed psilocybin. Have any of you?
Yeah, but
I don't even know what that is.
Mushrooms.
mushrooms.
What Super Mario eats?
So there's a lot of research about it being, for
That'd be cool.
PTSD and depression. And,
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Dr. Kate Goldstein, the one, go to my podcast, check that out. I think she talked about that a little bit as well. Ben Reilly, Uncommon Spider-Man, dropped a lot. Yeah, that's fine.
Ben Reilly's cool. Like Ben Reilly.
I love 90s comics, Ben Reilly.
Mm.
Why do you not like him?
I just said I like him.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I just assumed that you did. So,
let's just,
so
there's we've never heard such a
so Ben
positive-
Reilly is Peter Parker,
Yeah.
but he's
So
just a clone.
Yeah, it does.
He's just a clone, but he took Uncle Ben's name and Aunt May's
like maiden name.
Okay.
with Riley, and that's
Yeah.
so. I just assumed you didn't like it because you just did.
I love Spider-Man. I just really don't like Tom Holland.
Do you like Andrew Garfield or because he was British too? You're just like,
No, he looked the part. You know.
okay, all right.
I think Dylan O'Brien would have been perfect Peter Parker.
Is that the kid from?
Teen Wolf, and then like he was in a bunch of other stuff.
Oh no, I'm not. Who's
Like,
who's the one from the? He's like a British royal.
Oh, and Maze Runner.
No. He's like a super spy, like a British.
Oh, Taron Eggers.
I don't know the movie.
Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah.
Eggsy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
people
Taron,
wanted him.
yeah, he played
People,
Rocket Man guy, Elton John. He played Elton John.
people wanted
By
him to
Albert.
be like Wolverine, and
Okay, I mean he's short enough.
because Ty's like 6'5". I don't believe in flat Earth.
Bigfoot.
Okay,
Agreed.
Bigfoot.
That's my favorite.
Dude, I
That's
can't
my
wait.
favorite
I can't
Sasquatch.
wait. Like
Agreed.
Eastern Canada to like West California, I want him to be real.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want
That's
this.
my favorite one.
I
Agreed.
I want him so bad.
A military base on the moon. I like that one too.
Yeah, there's these time travelers on YouTube. I have seen some of those videos.
No, I hate it. I hate
It's like people from like the 1900s, and it looks like they're on cell phones, and it looks like they're like
Yeah.
doing stuff from they're like
Yeah.
dabbing, and it's like
Like Matt Groening is a time traveler apparently. Creator of The Simpsons.
well, that makes sense.
He's a time traveler.
Yeah,
Because he predicts everything.
yeah,
He knew Trump would be
So that's a
president.
conspiracy there.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good
That's a
one.
good one.
Who drinks the most between all of you? I don't smoke. I don't think any of us really smoke.
No.
Oh, they said smoke?
Yeah, Joshua Trong says, or just drink.
I don't really.
You've only drank like twice this year, or once on
Yeah.
New Year's and once today.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I used to be like I be able to drink the most, you know.
But
Yeah.
He's a bartender,
yeah.
so
He's a
just
I
around
mean,
it all the time.
Yeah. I'm just like bored with it.
I mean, well, when we were snowed in for 3 days, that's what we did, But I mean,
Spreadsheets for me.
yeah, I mean, as often,
And falling down the stairs.
I don't know. I think it's kind of split. It's kind of split. Dude, South Park doesn't miss lately.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Come
did
on, bro.
not see that last episode coming.
Oh, I didn't see the last episode. It's not. Is it the pandemic special?
It's a Nazi
still?
episode.
Oh,
It's like it's last time I said I did not see.
Oh,
the
okay,
episode.
all right.
It was hysterical, but I was a little uncomfortable.
I
Like,
can't.
I
wait.
was a
As you
little
should be.
uncomfortable.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for this then.
I was like, well,
Stevie Wonder makes me wonder. He's a genius. All right, touche.
yeah.
Blind has been seen driving apparently.
yeah, there was a conspiracy there.
Yeah, Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
But not, I didn't hear the one about Ray Charles.
I think,
Stevie
oh,
Wonder,
maybe
yes,
that was the
yeah.
one that
Jamie
was.
Foxx made fun of like no, who was it? What comedian made fun of Stevie Wonder? I think it was Eddie Murphy. Like just
Delirious.
yeah,
Or- yeah.
yeah,
Did you see Delirious?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
that's
shit was
funny,
hysterical.
yeah.
Excuse me. It was hysterical.
Wow, you're.
I'm sorry, I'm a little tipsy.
It's 2 curse words today, man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is why
You too, I apologize.
This is why drinking is bad, kids, because it just makes you.
Okay.
Don't you know this has been asked yet? But what do you think of the recent AMA? I haven't even watched it yet. Hey guys, what up? New joke today. What's a 690?
What's a 690?
I'm not
Like, is that like 69 joke? I don't know. Yeah,
No, what is it?
it's a 69 between 2 Samoans.
Okay, because their Samoans are giant as hell.
But there's only a 0 on. Is it should be
Yeah.
0 690?
No, that wouldn't make sense.
Well, what's
It's
it?
two Samoans.
It's supposed to like implement. It's supposed to implicate that Samoans are large.
Oh, all right.
Mm.
I did not. I did not get it. We're over my head. I low key want to be a financial advisor so I can tell people what I think of crypto. Like that's financial advice.
What's your favorite joke niche? Like, do you have like jokes on hand that you tell? Like, hey, like this is like
Like dad jokes.
Yeah.
I have
Love
this
that joke.
disgusting joke that I heard in basic training, and it made me laugh uncontrollably.
is it like vulgar?
It's very vulgar. So guys, this is NSFW now. This is 4chan stuff that should not be joked about. Like, go away if you're here. Like, do not.
Oh, okay. I'll open them.
Okay.
With like a soft one.
Okay, you open it with a soft one. NSFW from now on.
All right. It was why can't orphans eat like an Olive Garden?
Why?
Because it's a family restaurant.
That was very soft compared. Like, this is.
Yeah, I told you it was a soft one.
Okay, it was a soft one. All right. So there's this person. He's bringing his wife or his whoever to like the doctor because they're about to have a kid, and then the doctor comes out of the room saying to the dad like, "Hey, you're not gonna believe this, but your kid has superpowers. He like got up and flew around the room, and the dad's
I've
like,
heard this joke.
it's like, what?
This is terrible.
It's the worst thing ever. And he's like, what? It's like your son got up and he flew around the room.
It's so bad.
And
Okay.
the dad's like, and dad's like, I'll show you. So the doctor takes his newborn, and he throws him against the wall, and he's just done. And dad's like, what is going on? Like that's my son. And he's like, no, like I swear, like sir, and he does it like. He like John Elway's him like out the window, and like he gets run over, and the dad's about to like murder him. He's like, sir, this is all a joke. Your son was stillborn.
Like,
I've heard that joke before.
It was the worst. It was the worst thing ever, and I shouldn't have even said it, but you asked, and that was like
oh, man.
in basic training. That was the only thing that. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna be canceled from that. New joke.
Yeah.
All right, bingo. I maxed out my credit card. Well, not completely to buy veve collectibles. Dumb genius. I mean, if you can make your credit card payments and you can live and you're not gonna be homeless. Long term is probably fine, but I mean, currently right now you can't cash out, so it's probably not the best idea for short term. But if long term, if like, hey, I can make the payments and I'm doing this, and this because it'll grow in the future, it's probably okay. Should I roll gems from Killer Croc? A lot. I don't know if I would take a loss, but Iron Man and Elsa are definitely. You don't sleep on Disney. Definitely don't sleep on Disney. Holler, don't sell croc at a loss. Yeah. Oh no. Resale, you're a king. Okay, get it. I can make the payments. Yeah, just trade. Okay, that's fine. So what are some things that do you think? Because I'm total libertarian. Free speech. What are some things like, hey, like you shouldn't, like, did Joe Rogan go too far with his like couple of times in like 12 years where he accidentally said the N word? Like in context.
I mean, it's like.
Well, also Ty's
It's
half
tough.
black. If you So.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because like I don't think it like. On one hand, it's like I don't say it like in front of like my white friends. I say it.
Yeah.
Like I try not to say it in front of my white friends because I don't want them saying it.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to say it in front of me, but it's like at the same time I don't know. It's a weird subject, right? Because on the one hand, like like you should be able to talk about everything. Because
so.
either everything's okay or nothing's okay.
Fair point.
But at the same time, like I'm also a believer in fair fights. So like you should be willing to say whatever you want, but you should also be willing to like
Fight.
if someone like has a problem with it, you should be willing to square up. It's like, all right, let's go. I'll fight for my right to be racist. You know, it's like I'm okay with that.
That's great. Okay.
Yeah, it's like if you're willing to take a butt whooping or willing to tear her down, like I guess fair square, square.
Okay.
People like that.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think we need to bring back like gauntlets, like just like smacking someone with a glove, and just feel like I challenge you to a fight.
I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah, well, without the ammo, just like
just like all right, we're
cuffs.
Just
you go back to like boxing like this for some reason, and I just have at it for like 3 minutes and leave it all out there in the street.
Is 3 minutes enough though? Like for most people, it's probably fine.
Oh, they're gonna be out of breath.
Yeah, they'll be out of breath for like 30 seconds. For trained fighters,
especially if they're standing up, like, oh man, they have no defense.
Yeah.
Like it's like we're not gonna let you take it to the ground. It's like
because that's all people do is just take it to the ground, and that's it.
And they're just holding each other out of breath on the ground.
They're just leaning on each other.
Yeah, it's like like that's the way, because it's gonna be torture on both of you for like 3 minutes for untrained fighters. Like, oh my god, it's over. It's like, hey, you guys still gotta punch. You guys gotta punch it out. Like, work it out, buddies. It's perfect.
That's a good point. It's a good point because it is very hard on some. Yeah, if you're not used to it, it's very hard.
Yeah.
To do that. Do you ever get fights back in the day? I feel like.
Go to the comments.
Okay, all right. Go to the comments. Those little croc. What's up, Randy? You look great after the shave. Thank you. 11 Isn't it just a racial slur though? Well, I guess it can be. It can be a lot of things.
Yeah, it's racist.
It can like, definitely be a racial slur if you had the hard R. But if you just if you some Spanish, I never do, but some Spanish people say it with the A, like the soft A.
Yeah, so it's like black communities, like it's not very divided. It's like mostly it's like Spanish people say it, but like most black people just look at them like, I don't know. If you catch me in a bad mood and you say it, I might just have to F you up for real quick. It's like one time real quick, because it wasn't too long ago that Spanish people were calling us mayetes and everything like that. It's like it's like, hey, like you're a minority, but like don't push it.
That was like my favorite part about Dave Chappelle's new stand-up. We're talking about the LGBTQA plus community, saying you guys are minorities until you need to be white again, and then you can call the cops. It's like, oh, that was that was one of my.
Yeah, he brought up like that's another thing, like the fact that like Netflix, like the employees like walked out and protest. I'm like, did you even watch this special?
Yeah, did you?
Like he was very gracious towards.
And he didn't have to be. He didn't have to be at all.
I felt like he was very gracious to like the alphabet people.
And he didn't have
but, like,
the alphabet people.
Alphabet people.
It was much easier than remembering the acronym he said.
LGBTQA, but yeah.
But like it's like I like his point was, and a lot of black people feel this way. A lot of black people feel like the civil rights movement for black people kind of got hijacked by.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then most other like white people are like, okay, we'll give them this because it's not this.
Yeah. And it's like I've experienced this in the workplace. It's like if you like black people, like I feel like overall, like I've seen it with like black coworkers. If we complain about a problem with like a coworker or something like that, we're more likely to be gaslighted. From my personal experience, like it's like they're not being racist, it's like it's in your head or whatever. It's like, but it's just like I had a gay teammate who was being a d-bag, and like, dude, I hate you. And it was like, hey, like, did you say that you hate Barton because he's gay? I'm like, no, he was objectively being a jerk. Yeah. And like I said, like I hated him in that moment. And it was like I had to like talk to people. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like the guy called me a monkey like a month ago. And
like, he got away with it?
Yeah, he got, and like that's the thing. I'm like, it was like, oh, he didn't mean it like that. How do you know he meant to be racist? I'm like, because how else? I'm like, it's things like that all the time. Oh, and it's like, but like if you say something to like a gay person and even like not, it's just like it's treated as a higher offense, and that's why like a lot of black people feel like. And that's unfortunately a lot of black people feel like the gay community kind of hijacked civil rights.
Oh man, that's a good. And obviously the people that were racist kind of let them because like, okay, well, hey, we're being fine to these people. And that's a good one. That's a good conspiracy.
A good topic,
I don't know.
We got a mind.
Oh, you got to mind the pie.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. If you would like the link down below for pie, where I mine most of the week. Sometimes I don't. Ty has to remind me, but I mine a lot of my pies of crypto. You wake up.
I'm very mean about my reminders. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not mining for you, so it's gotta be done.
You are mining for me.
I mean, I shouldn't be giving words so much power. Jorgen said, yeah. I don't know if he did or if he did. It was in context. Purpose Man.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip.
I didn't see it either. As I've been partying all weekend. Babyface Randy, nice cut. Thank you. Do you think gem discounts impacted price collectibles? Maybe. Yeah, I think they are a little bit. Join the stream from Aruba with a beer. An Omi party here. So where do you guys want to most go on vacation?
I've been everywhere, man. Like, I just like there's. I have no need to like travel internationally. I guess Hawaii.
I love Germany.
Beautiful.
I haven't been to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii.
It's incredible.
I guess internationally, places I would go to like Ireland.
Sounds great.
Mexico probably.
I haven't been.
Or like Argentina, and Brazil.
I don't think I've been to Argentina. I serviced our president of Argentina his plane. When they had a UN meeting in like New York, they flew into LaGuardia Air Force Base. And they gave us wine. At the time, I was like, "No, man, I'm pure. I'm like straight edge. I didn't take it." But my sergeant's like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" And he's just like, "Yeah, Sergeant Worthing, I gotta get you on."
Because you wouldn't accept like a gift, like what do you mean?
No, because it was wine. Like I wasn't supposed to accept gifts in general.
Yeah, it's
from a foreign.
But it's very frowned upon.
but he's like, "Dude, it's wine. You should take it." I was like, "I'm good," and he's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna take it." So he took it. Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's.
I mean, I would have been uncomfortable. Like, it depends how much experience I had.
It's just because you're taking care of their plane. They're basically. It's like when you want clean towels and you tip at the beginning. They want you to like, hey, take this. Make sure nothing happens to our baby. That's fine. Like that's fair. And I just didn't because I was
no.
And some of those pictures are lost because I had an old phone. It's gone. I had pictures on that plane. It was so cool. I wasn't supposed to take them.
That was okay.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to take them.
The pictures were
lost.
Lost.
I mean, yeah, no, they were, so it's fine.
The wine was lost too.
Dark jokes. So I got 3 cards today. Oh wow, nice. Going for a 4th.
Wow.
Good for you. I think Jim Lee Joker in 6 months. I mean, probably double. I know he's gonna be the first appearance Joker. My friends are Haitian or Black American. It's all about the context you put it into. For being disrespectful, of course. Yeah, for being disrespectful, of course.
Well, I just feel like, it's like you just acknowledge it for what it is. It's racist to say it.
Yeah.
It's like, you may not mean to be racist, but it's racist. I think everybody's racist. Whether they want to admit it or not, everybody has some form of racism in them.
I think
I think it's just like we have to get away from treating racism like it's the worst thing. Prejudice is the worst thing. Yeah. Because how you treat people based on who they are.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Raythex has a good point with $5 super chat saying we were all the same in the army. Green brother and sisters loving hating equally. Cheers. Yeah.
A lot of respect for your army. Not so much the Air Force.
I hate you so much. That was good. I was in the
I was in FEMA.
I forget the acronym. He's a
Federal Emergency Management Agency.
Which we needed, especially after Sandy. Did you even work in Sandy?
Right after Sandy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, gotcha.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna go there for life.
It was like the Memorial Day floods of like 2015 that like wiped out like Texas.
What was that was the one I just read. What was Brooklyn like in Sandy?
Oh, well, we talked about this a little bit, but yeah, it was. I mean, there was no gas. You couldn't gas up your cars. All the gas stations were out of gas.
I remember that too. Yeah.
But
I was in college when that happened.
Oh, you're in Connecticut.
I missed all of that.
I mean, you couldn't reach anyone. Cell phones didn't work anymore.
Cell
phone towers were out.
You remember Johnny Shisco? He used to live down the block. Steph Shisco? Anyway, lived down the block from me, and it was like a time warp. I would go to their houses and knock on the door, and it wasn't like that until the 90s, since the 90s. 14 years of marriage, wife gets DNA test, son wasn't theirs. Oh, no! Wife, how's possible? Husband says, of course he isn't. As we left the hospital, he had dirty diaper. You said change him. I went and got one with clean diaper. Oh,
you grabbed a baby with a different diaper. You grabbed a different baby. She grabbed a different baby because they had a clean diaper. That's a good one.
That was a good one. Ernie Malas.
Can you screen? Well, I'll just go back later and find it. What's the timestamp here?
That was 9:21. He made that comment. So it was 3 minutes ago. Sugar Shane says, how much do I see them reaching? I'm thinking of selling cards. No, keep the cards.
Vacation on
Yeah, that's Hawaii. Oh, God knows Hawaii would be so great.
Hawaii's incredible.
I'm going to Hawaii later this year.
Yeah.
It's one of like the
Hawaii.
9 states I haven't been to.
I've been twice. It's incredible.
We gotta go, babe. You can't
So
wait.
good.
I have 9 states left.
So good.
Comment down below if you're from Hawaii or if you've been to Hawaii. Thank you,
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Hawaii. You Hallie.
Are y'all going to Omi party too? Well, Danielle's going. She's my girlfriend, so obviously. Do you have that date marked off? 15 April?
No. It's Saturday.
Yeah.
It's at night. It's an Omi party. We're just
It's easy
partying.
to
Are you
remember.
throwing it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Where are you throwing it?
Easy to
Mocha
remember.
Haze.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you booking it?
Yeah. It's already booked. Warped Tour Tribute Band. They're playing.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Ty's going. You get to meet everyone. Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
How much you guys can charge for autographs?
How much are we gonna charge?
Yeah.
They could just like.
I mean, for me, it's free, but you know,
Yeah.
y'all can charge whatever you
Oh
want.
my God, no one wants that.
I'll charge like a penny in this fight. Just make people find pennies to get me.
That's so.
Because nobody has pennies anymore.
Yeah, no, that's
Give me that copper.
sold a ton today trying to get R2. Oh, R2D2 is so cool. Have you seen Mandalorian?
No.
Oh, dude, it's so
No,
good.
it's
It's
really
I'm
so
not
good.
gonna watch Star
incredible.
Wars without lightsabers.
There are
I don't care about the
lightsabers.
dark saber.
Well,
There
it's
are
so
some
good. Wait, have you
Jedis.
seen the Clone
No.
Wars, like the animated series?
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow, that's really good. This is
The Mandalorian was incredible.
really good.
I like skimmed through Clone Wars like in later seasons.
Oh, dude, this is so good. This is so. How do you skip through the later? Oh my god, that's when all the.
I don't know. Like I only like Star Wars for the lightsaber duels. Like that's why Episode 1's my favorite.
Oh,
Like,
it's
the
so
best,
good.
like,
Oh
duel.
my god, the
Yeah.
Duel of Fates.
Give it a chance. It's incredible.
It's
No,
such a
It
good
is.
story.
It's so good.
No, I will.
But Ty's are really particular about what he likes and what he doesn't like.
Really shocking.
this is that's just like like, but
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't notice.
Oh,
Yesterday I saw Danielle. She had her glasses on, and I
Yeah.
did not recognize her.
Daniel, put
So-
your glasses
So
on.
I
Do you have
kept
glasses?
introducing myself today to
Yeah, it was very good. I'm like, oh hey, it's like yeah, I'm Danielle. I'm like, you got me.
Yeah. What are the? Do you have glasses? Okay. Sorry.
My glasses? Well,
Yeah,
where
I
are
don't
my
know.
contacts
All
right
right.
now?
What up, Randy? How's it going? Randy, you shaved my man. Looks good. But do you think man stream? What's next? Collared shirts, a smart fridge. Too much, too fast.
Oh, a smart fridge. That'd be neat.
People want to give me a fridge just to put their names on the new fridge.
Yeah.
Get an air fryer.
I can't, man.
Yeah, I didn't have people put stuff there.
But the issue is it gets too long. Like, oh hey, at Haven Down, at so many people, I've had to turn away like 10 people this week that wanted to go on, but
Yeah.
I don't have the time to be able to say it every video.
If you have a smart, like you could, I mean,
Digital.
theoretically, like program like.
Yeah, program
Like
the
a
name.
board.
Yeah, I guess I
Digital
could.
board.
You know how like at my bar we have the digital board like
Yeah.
above
The
the
banner.
The banner.
It's like a
just
banner, yeah.
tells you like all that's coming up.
Maybe I could charge
Yeah.
a different fee for the ban, but then I still have to pay for the fridge, which I'm not going to be there for that long, and then I have to ship the fridge, and then
You don't know.
it's a pain in the butt. Yes, I do. I ship it. If I pay for like a new fridge,
Oh, a new fridge.
You know, I'm just kind of upset that you don't hang like your
Your BB
fan
sign.
art
Oh, yeah.
onto the fridge.
well, the fan art's always digital.
Print it out. Print it out.
That would take a while.
How much fan art is there? Wait,
So,
wait.
I only
You posted on your.
I posted it,
Yeah.
so
Okay,
you know.
Okay. Yeah.
You're just sharing it.
Yeah.
You don't share my fan art.
So let me see your you want me to show your Snapchats that you sent me?
Well,
it is
this
such-
is one
Fan art.
specifically.
All right, hang on. Let me find some of your fan art talking crap about Betty White.
Whoa! I don't think that happened. That doesn't sound like me.
Okay, so Ty, this is what Ty sent me as a funny thing. It's like, my neighbor told me coyotes keep eating his outdoor cat, so I asked how many cats he has, and he said he just goes to the shelter and gets a new cat afterwards. So it says, sound like he's just feeding the shelter cats the coyotes, and then his daughter started crying, and he started with the laughing emojis. He sends that with the laughing emojis. That's what Ty sends me.
All right. Now
How'd you
you're
go
just,
from fan art to that?
now
Because that's what he sends me, because he...
You're just narking. And that was a long time ago.
Also, something about swap Tucker Carlson and Rachel Maddow, but nothing happened.
Oh yeah, because it looks the same. You know, it's just
They do look pretty similar.
Really?
Yeah,
conspiracy.
Tucker Carlson and Rachel Maddow. You swap their faces, they look pretty similar.
Wow.
Oh, I don't have the thing that you said about Betty White.
Good.
Because he didn't say
I'm
it.
sure no, he did. I'm positive he did.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you even said, "Don't save that, you narc." You said.
Yeah.
Oh, because. Oh yeah, so it's time to go. Was I a good girl? No, you were a golden girl. Okay, that's fair. But then you said something else.
What did I? Let me see what I said. Let me see what I said.
It says 2 of them are blank. No heaven for them.
Oh, you cannot. You cannot show that.
So it says 2 of them are blank. No heaven for them. So
That
like,
was
golden
totally
No.
meant to be a joke. And you saved that. I was like, dude, why would you save that?
Because this is hysterical. I'm gonna ruin you.
Oh my god.
I feel like it's a TikTok. What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my? I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god.
All right, keep this going.
No.
Are you friends? Are you friends into veve? Danielle's got some of the
Yeah.
cornos and unicornos. Ty is not though. You're not.
Not yet, not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. We were trying to get him to. It's like
Yeah, I
so,
have a bunch of NFTs.
And then I just like slept too long.
Yeah, you're not into it.
Some of them are so cool. They're fun.
Oh, they're so fun.
I don't know.
No, it's incredible. I think it's.
I think there's some things that would like get me going. Like if it was like if they were like if veve just partnered with like more of like Time Warner and just like dropped all the Hanna-Barbera like superheroes.
Well, they do
We
have
talked about that
WB.
yesterday.
Like they have WB, and they also have
Mhm.
like Lord of the Rings. But it's just
No, it's
They
like
have-
but like that's something I would probably be excited for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good point. Smurfs, Space Ghost.
Yeah, Space Ghost,
so good.
Minotaur, you know.
But what about Voltron? You were into that?
I was, and I just slept through the drop.
And you didn't get it. You didn't get anything.
I didn't.
And now, like even the aftermarket, and you would have paid 2 or 3x
I
what it
know.
was. Now it's like 6x of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
know,
did a
I
whole
know.
podcast on it.
Yeah,
I know. I was like, you know, I think it might be about time. You know, $60, not bad.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and then you didn't.
and I just like, I was busy and just like,
Even on the secondary market, you didn't do it. And
I know.
Voltron's like again, not my favorite one, but it's still gone up a lot
wow.
since the. Yeah.
It's good to hear though. I'm glad people are respecting something I actually really like. You know, yeah, that's cool.
All right. Fair point. Fair point.
Even though last season Voltron was garbage.
Loving the content. Cheers. Are you R2D2 the next one? Maybe stack them. Talking about ER. All right. Just trying to get one. Overnight in Hawaii twice as a kid. I remember was the humidity, but I was coming from an island just to another island. What's the humidity like in Hawaii?
Depends
imagine
what
it's
time
pretty-
of year you go, but
I imagine it's also you're in an island,
It's
so it's probably
tropical.
pretty.
Island, yeah.
How big does your hair get? Like Monica from Friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay. I could use some thicker hair. Is it people just hard? Oh, do you think we would be selling entire vault for Omi? No, probably not. You think the partners does hit 1 million? Oh, partner statute like the Walt, 1 million in the future? Maybe in like 5 or 6 years. Because if I had, let's say, like if I had, and I'm a different case because I go all in on things. But if I had $10 million and oh hey, there's only one Walt Disney for like first appearance on the blockchain from Disney, and it has Mickey on top of that, I might spend 10% of my net worth on that, and that's just me with being a little crazy. Other people might do it. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the case against it. Might be a case against it. Coleman just tweeted Andre video. Oh, so Andre Jack made a new video. Very nice. The bride's mom's girlfriend. She really loves Andre Jack. So
Oh, yeah.
good for her.
No, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Ray Sabers. Are you crazy? Yoda versus the Empire.
Little green thing, you just bounce it around.
So good, dude. The
Wow.
Book of Boba Fett. So good. I hate you so much, Ty. It's so good. So good. I'm gonna change my name to Kelvinator just so I'm on Ricky's fridge. They're having the argument against NFTs without knowing it, like Ford Explorer, Eddie Bauer Edition, GE refrigerators. Chavez
Oh, I was talking about just print out the fan art. Yeah.
Yeah. Buying some more Labbits.
I mean, there's some
Labbits are
value.
fine if you like them, but I don't. Yeah, they're whatever for me. You can breed them eventually. Yeah, I'd choose Mighties over the Labbits. Even comics will hold a higher value. I think if comic people get into it and they don't go against NFTs like they have been, and
I don't know. Comic books, I feel like are dying. You know, just like industry.
Yeah, in general, it is. It's like bowling. It's like it's just slowly but surely dying out.
But don't you think that's helpful to have a digital version then?
I don't think the digital is a problem. I think it's just the imagery. Everything's oversaturated.
Which is a shame because there's some beautiful comic
So they'll
books.
get a bunch of new readers, but like they won't get faithful readers. Like, and they're losing readers.
Yeah.
So they're just like constantly just trying to draw people.
Yeah.
in,
So
but
they're
not keeping them.
So you think they're doing a thing of just getting people in the door? Oh,
Yeah.
fudge. Okay.
Because like you look at DC, like DC had a crisis. They had like their major crisis in '85. Then they had like 0 Hour in like '94 or something. And then there was like identity crisis in the early 2000s.
2013, they made a new one, right?
Well, it's like I stopped following.
Okay.
After like 2011, but like then they had Infinite Crisis, which is good. But these crises they would set them up years in advance.
Okay.
And like Identity Crisis was a setup for Infinite Crisis because it was about the distrust between hero community. And then like it allowed like the villains to rise and everything. And then there was Final Crisis. And then it's just like, but nowadays there's like a crisis every year just to get people to like buy all the books involved in the crisis.
So it's just about getting people in the door.
Yeah. And it's not about retention.
Well, is that just in DC?
No, it's about Marvel too.
Oh, it's with Marvel as well.
It's just like Marvel is like I feel like they both shove things down your throat.
No.
But like Marvel is just like so overt about it. Like Marvel had like all these. There was one point I was like reading all the Marvel comics. It was like all the team books, like all the like the traditional leaders were just like replaced by like women. Yeah, and they're like they didn't really do a good reason. Like, oh yeah, you should totally just be in charge.
Oh.
And it was like,
and it wasn't like a reason for it. It was just.
It was like
it was just
not a knock.
It was
it wasn't a
move. It was a strategy to see like.
Yeah, it was just like all the teams were just being led by women, and for no reason other than they were just women.
Yeah.
Didn't like forget Captain America's thousands of years of experience. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, it's just like.
Well, who they have in place of Captain? Did they put like?
I forget. I think it was the time he was also a Nazi.
Oh right, yeah.
But it was such a bizarre time for Marvel comics.
So crazy.
Yeah, it was just like nobody sticks with fatalities. It's like everything's so devalued. Yeah, they don't give like this year DC's like, oh, we're gonna kill off the Justice League. Oh, I guess in the beginning of next year your storyline is gonna be bringing them back.
Yeah. So that's what they
Yeah.
I mean, I still love some of the older stuff that they haven't done like in movies yet, like Secret Wars. Like they kind of
not gonna do Secret Wars.
Why not? They can do the lead up to Secret. Oh, I guess they can't because Captain America's already gone and they already.
Sam Wilson.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was
I
like
guess could.
well, it was like you have like the real comic Secret Wars. There was like heavy X-Men involved.
Yeah. Was the Illuminati involved as well? And you had Beast and because Beast took over. Yeah, it was in Secret Wars. That was
in
like
the '80s.
I'm talking about like the recent one.
There's another Secret Wars.
Yeah, you didn't read the. I don't know. There's a new one.
There was like a second one. I didn't know there was a third one.
There's a new one like 2000 within the last 15 years.
I'm so disappointed.
Oh my god! All right, we're moving on to more comments.
Yeah.
Poor Ty.
Poor Ty.
So I hate everything because things I like just get ruined.
Yeah, when Omi hits the dollar, I'm gonna buy so much real estate and travel the world. Cheers. I think Todd McFarlane is aware of the Simpsons golden moment because of the physical toy. I don't know. And if these are life changing, we read. So have you seen anything from like physical artists going into NFTs? You haven't seen it?
He's not into
Yeah,
it.
you not follow.
At all. Yeah.
Well, do you not follow the artist anymore?
No, I mean, like most of the artists I follow are just like on Instagram. So it's like I see their content on Instagram. And
Do you know Anthony Francisco?
No.
Okay. He created Baby Groot and the Dora Milaje.
Okay.
Having him on the podcast on Monday.
That's great. Man.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Dude, I was not to crap on myself for Danielle, but I would totally save that for the 50th.
It's too late. Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like our 52nd or 53rd, whatever.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that'll be really fun. I can't wait for that. I thought it was about Nike sued a company that was selling their brand without them giving permission to do so. I don't know. I feel like that's Nike would do that. I feel like that. I don't really support Nike.
You have to, you have to go through the proper channels. Yeah, if like that's the business. Like you got to get the licenses, you got to get permission. Like,
yeah. great because the collectibles are licensed. They are.
I mean, I think Nike is a terrible company.
Holy crap. Jeff Bavin, thank you so much for the $50 super chat saying, have a round on us Aussies. Shots, shots, shots. Cheers, mates.
Thank you.
Yeah, water. I will not drink for Aussies.
Do you want a seltzer?
No, I'm good.
Got one right here.
I have to.
I'm good.
You
Thanks.
good?
Yeah. So, actually, baby, you have your lipstick on this one. What is this?
What is it?
I don't-
Oh, this was my.
This is Jack and...
This
just
is my-
the honey whiskey?
This is Honey Jack.
Oh, yeah, we had some honey
Yeah.
whiskey, so cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I don't know if the bar's
What
still
happened
open.
to the
Well, I guess
bar?
the bar's still
The
definitely...
bar is open
the
until
bar,
12.
What time is... Where's my phone? Okay.
It's 9:40.
Oh my god, it's so early! It's so early! It is stupid
Is the
early!
bar still open?
I thought it was like 12 o'clock. I was like, oh, maybe
No.
they close at
It's
11.
It's just like, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this is like, I hope all my friends get married in the afternoon.
It's so
It's just like
crazy.
such a weird
Yeah,
day.
it
And it's
was-
like,
Yeah, it was like
I'm just not
a
used to this.
full-blown, fabulous wedding.
yeah, it was a
And every
great
time
time.
I looked, I was like, it's 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so
3
early.
p.m.
It's like, oh my god.
Dude, I can't wait for some of you guys to come here. I know a couple people already booked their
Yeah.
tickets. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet. I can't wait for y'all to meet Danielle. So
I can't wait to see like your fans. Like,
But you can't
like
wait to
some of
meet
the-
Danielle.
she's got the best jokes.
I'll start it.
Some of these people.
I
are-
felt terrible. Like, I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, most people. They'll probably recognize you, but oh my god, you're Ty. You're like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever signed anyone's shirt before? Signed.
Like Halloween.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like-
Really? Were you like the Jolly Green Giant? Like,
No, it was like,
like you're so tall.
I did this, like, I saw this thing once, and, like, I did it, like, for Halloween, like, I just wore a white t-shirt, and that was an autograph. So, like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like, you know, like, I was, like,
Well,
signed.
they signed your shirt.
And then, like, oh, you can sign mine, too. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, yeah, so, but, like,
That's smart.
Yeah, that's really good.
Actually,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Thank you.
That is really good.
Thank you.
Actually, I think there's a little strategy behind that.
The sign girls, yeah.
You carried a Sharpie with you.
Well, yeah, just sell the costume, you had to.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't give Sharpie to guys because, like,
Uh-huh.
I didn't want them to draw anything on me.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Because
Yeah.
I know guys. Like,
Yeah.
oh, let me draw you back real quick.
Penis
Like,
drawings.
no. Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
penis drawings.
Nothing phallic, you know.
Have you ever seen like some of those old school like ancient ruins that archaeologists dig up from like 2,000 years ago,
Mhm.
and there's penis drawings on the walls?
And it's always like a
Romans-
joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Romans back in the day would just draw.
There was a
Same
Roman
here.
god who was like, or like a Greek god who was heavily mocked because he just had an abnormally large penis. He's like, look at this man, it's a giant penis. What a freak. It was like all.
Yeah, God.
But it's like apparently it's like all the Greeks were just like hung like this. So they're like that was like their way of just shaming.
Shaming the one guy who was hung.
It's like yeah. Guys who are well endowed are like they're freaks, and then all the women are like, yeah, what a freak.
That's right, just in a textbook.
Oh, that's fucking great. Sorry.
Stop cursing.
Sorry.
It's
This is a
so
good
great.
conversation. I don't get this that often. I don't.
Yeah, that's great.
A lot of times I'm just talking to myself, and I'm just because
Yeah,
you know I'm just
you're talking
Yeah.
to your-
and I get. You guys will have so much fun when everyone gets there. Then
Are you gonna like set up a table? Like, are you? Just
yeah, no,
gonna
there's a whole separate thing that
Okay.
we're gonna have. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna have something like before, and they're like, hey, let's party.
Well, it's a separate room that everyone. Is gonna,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Yeah.
it's just a party. It's not like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No,
Right,
that's
so you're
cool.
gonna have a table.
So
Is
I
that
mean,
what
like you
it's
can
Because like
we
I was
can-
thinking like a wedding, like almost like
Oh,
you're, like you're
there's-
central. That way, like everybody can come to you. So like
you should have a throne.
everybody make sure.
So Lou
God,
Perigine.
let's build a throne for you
Throne.
for this one event. And
He,
then we'll light it on fire.
Why would you light it in the event?
No,
In the
afterwards.
venue? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
It's
the
cathartic.
guy that plays guitar for Warped Tour Tribute Band wants me to bring Dashi up on stage, and I'm
I'm
too
not comfortable.
I'm
with
too
that.
No
worried.
way, no way.
Yeah, I'm
no way,
not
no
comfortable
way.
with that
Dash
at
is
all.
valuable. No.
He's
But-
like all studded and
He's-
everything.
Yeah, people, but he also says like,
and he
what
has
if
to
you
protect the house.
if you charge like $50 a picture? I was like, I guess if Dashi want, but
It would have to be outside, and then like Dasher would have to leave.
I'd
Like
have
you
to
hire
have-
somebody like
If
specifically take care of
I'd have to
Dasher.
have 3 people around Dashi at all times.
if anything
Yeah.
Like 3
happens-
your size people around Dashi.
Yeah.
at all. Like they're all 6'5", they're all
Yeah.
jacked to the hills. Like, oh, look how good I look there. Like, look at. Oh my god.
What just happened?
I just like it. Just.
Just flexing.
Yeah, we were just flexing.
How big are your arms now?
Like 14 inches. They're nothing.
Oh wow.
They're disgustingly small. Danielle might have bigger arms than I. Like no, like it's. I agree. They're not. They're not.
But you got like a nice pop out of it. I mean, like I don't know. I got like some definition, but like
Yeah, but
mine's like,
like 19 inches.
Maybe 20.
Oh, I hate you so much.
They could be bigger.
My friend, Bookhart, this guy that I was deployed with, Thomas Bookhart. He was just like this jacked,
Yeah.
jacked black guy. It's just like he was just rolling on. Just going on.
Dude,
troubles.
I'm just like
going on trouble.
I'm just naturally strong.
I know.
Like, it's like I didn't have to work hard to like be. Like,
This is why I also hate you because you didn't have to work for it.
I don't know.
Like you just
love hate going on.
yeah, he doesn't have to work for it. He just has to like
I just woke up and was strong. I'm like, oh snap.
yeah, like also like he could not train for like 6 years. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna squat like
Yeah, you just
350
have-
today.
just Natural,
Yeah.
natural brawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that's insane. I would.
My max is like 450.
I've never squatted.
But
I've
like
never
I
squatted
would like I didn't work for it. Like I would just like, oh, you know what? I feel like I'm just gonna like see how much I can do today.
like yeah, that's ridiculous.
And it was like I was just like
That's
450.
He's a
Yeah.
freak. I saw, but also like this is why I hate you, because there's so much potential
I know,
in your
I know.
blood, in your genes. You just squander it. You waste it. I hate you. I hate
I'm
you.
getting there, man. I'm getting there.
I
So
know.
I had to heal past a lot of trauma to like
I know.
get to where I am.
I get it. I get
Well,
it.
like,
But it's
I'm getting there. Yeah.
oh, man.
I feel you. I got projects in the work. Yeah. I'm
Good.
getting in shape. Lost 20 pounds, 2 months. Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's great.
Staying away from alcohol. It's the easiest.
I can do that in
it's the
2
first
months too. So what? I mean, I get it. It's yeah.
one. That's
It's
tough
a
for
lot
me, though.
harder for me to.
That's a
lose
way
time.
harder for you.
Yeah, it would be unhealthy if I did that.
Yeah.
It'd have to be like, well, no, 2 pounds a week. 8 weeks, so 60
Yeah,
pounds. So
yeah.
it's not that bad.
It's doable.
Especially like the last few weeks, where I just cut weight. I just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't eat. Just don't drink. Just drink water and that's it. Or I drink a tiny amounts
The
of water.
first time I got lost like a lot of weight, I was 340 leaving college.
Could you explain that while I utilize the latrine?
Yeah. So I was like 340 like leaving college, and it was like peak frat bro, like drinking
Peak
4
frat
nights
bro.
a week, like at least.
Where were
Yeah.
you in college?
UConn, University of
Yeah,
Connecticut. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, and then like, and I just drank a lot because I
That's
didn't
what you
smoke.
do. Freshman. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I didn't smoke, and like it took a lot to get me drunk, and so like I drank a lot, and you order food every night at like 2 in the morning, and it was terrible. So I was 340, and then like I worked for the government, and but first I worked for AmeriCorps, so like I lived with like 8 other people. So we traveled the country helping disaster affected communities, and that's how I got involved with FEMA. But it was a culture shock for me to like live with like 8 other people because we all had to cook for each other, and like I'm like very finicky. I know you would never guess like me being a finicky person, but like I got very easily grossed out by my teammates. So if I saw them cook, like I wouldn't eat it. I was like, I don't need to eat today. I'm fine.
Wow.
Yeah, but then I was also like working out 3 days a week because it was like required like PT.
So you transformed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was like
Wow.
when I was living in Texas, like
And
I-
was this after college?
yeah, it was right
Okay.
after college. So I was
Okay.
23. Yeah. Yeah. So it was
So
like
after you graduated college. Okay.
yeah. So like I was living in Texas. I was running every morning at 5 a.m. and I was down to 270. So it was still pretty like it's still big. You know, it's still larger than most of the population, but like I was a monster.
Wow.
I was like, I went to like, there's a photo of me circling around the internet of like me just like putting up 700 pounds on like breasts, like in like boat shoes because I left my workout sneakers at home.
Boat shoes.
Yeah, just casually putting up 700 pounds.
Wow.
I was like, I left my workout shoes. I only had my boat shoes. I didn't have socks on.
Oh
I
my
hate
God.
you. So this is why. It's 100%.
But at least like I kind of worked for it then.
I get. Like how long?
I mean, I was working out 3 days a week, but like I
For
was
how many months? For how long?
Yeah, it was like at that point it was like 6 months in. So
Okay,
it was like,
that's a good.
yeah.
Transformed.
But it was just like I mean like I wasn't doing legs every week and like I didn't have access to the gym all the time. So like,
Yeah, like, dude, imagine if
I
you were
was-
like 24, 22, and you just trained like Goku, like for like
dude,
3
all right,
years.
look at The Rock. The Rock at 30 versus The Rock at 45. The Rock at 45 makes 30 Rock.
because the Rock
Very
Seems small.
because the Rock at 30 was always had to wrestle. He always had to do these different
He had to be
things.
lean. He had to be leaner, yeah.
He had to, and also he had to perform a lot. He had to wrestle like what 200 times a year. 'Cause he
Yeah,
had to do-
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Rock, he just didn't have to. He had more time to.
Devote
Oh, he
his
had more
body.
money also.
Yeah.
He had more
Probably
money.
would rock now.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that's what it is. Like, if you could just like, and that's why like, if you could just like save your money and just invest in your diet, like whatever you need, like
I will.
just go for it.
We're about to. We're gonna go to Florida.
Egg whites and veggies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Maybe
Alright.
some
Sometimes
steak.
rice because it's good carbs. Sometimes.
Yeah, like steak, maybe oatmeal. You
So,
know, in the beginning.
I don't like the taste of meat. Like I over season steak to like drown out the taste. I know. I'm an American. I know. I've been told multiple times. But like
I can see doing that with other meats, but with steak.
I know. I like
So then
Spanish
why is
prepared
she vegetarian then?
because meat is such a convenient source of protein.
It's so good,
Yeah, and it's like
You can get protein.
it's a lot
Elsewhere.
harder.
but it's also different
Yeah.
too.
it's also a lot harder. And
Yeah,
it like
it's harder, but it's
and
also
like a lot of plant proteins are just bad for men, you know.
It's just the men, the
yeah,
boobs,
yeah, I'm trying to get rid of it.
Like-
you
like
know?
Bob. like Bob from Fight Club. Bob.
Yeah.
had- yeah. We know what Bob had.
Yeah.
Those tied in are awesome. And it was
Thank
interesting
you.
with Al Khan speaking. Yep, agreed. Hey, I asked the other day on Twitter, what's Omi July 20? Omi in 2025 probably be over $1. I'll be able to book a jet to Vegas
Yes.
from August for my daughter's 21st on my 40th. Oh wow, 10-year wedding anniversary. Yeah. So 2025. I'm sure you'll be able. If you have 1 million Omi, you'll be able to do all those things because you'll probably have more than $1 million. Omi, so I looked up that Nike sues StockX for selling.
StockX.
For selling NFTs at Nike without the trade.
StockX is a secondary market. It's selling sneakers.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so it's like that's where like the people who like have bots and like buy sneakers. That's where they flip their sneakers.
Oh.
Yeah, so like yeah.
I did not know. We have a bot issue in veve because like
But like the
There's a
accounts
bot
get shut
issue
down.
everywhere, though.
yeah, it's a bot issue everywhere.
Yeah.
And like when we try to like, okay, we found all the bots, we banned these accounts, and most of the accounts that were banned didn't do anything wrong, but in the general sweep, hey, we're combing the desert. Spaceballs, like they happen to get caught up.
So
in
what
that.
do they do with like? Now is VME directly attached to OMI? So do they lose their access to their OMI if their account's banned?
So if their account is restricted or banned currently, if they did not do anything wrong, they will eventually be able to get that back, and they can sell their NFTs for
Okay.
gems. If they were using bots, which goes against the terms of service, which 99% of these people were, like, so be advised, everyone that was saying that like, hey, I didn't do anything wrong, yeah, some people weren't, but 99% of people that said they were not doing anything wrong, that were messaging me, like a dozen people a day minimum, were doing something wrong, and
Yeah.
it's like so I can't have anyone on my fridge with that anymore. But that being said, like the people that are fine, even sometimes it takes like a couple months, they'll get their account back. But
And like so, basically all their assets associated with VV are frozen.
they're frozen.
So their NFTs are OMI.
Yeah, well, they're NFTs which can be transferred to gems because they can't cash out right now.
Yeah.
The
okay.
MTL will not be for another like couple months.
Mhm.
I mean, even though they're rolling it out slowly. But the other thing is like if it was going against the terms of service, you can still keep your NFTs. You can look at them, but you cannot sell them if you got them via botting.
Yeah.
So if you did that, then you will not be able to sell them. I looked for that. I read that, and I felt like there's been so many articles when Elon Musk for crashing the price of Bitcoin. How is he blamed for Bitcoin? He's mostly like an engineer.
All right. South Park attacked Matt Damon
Oh, how?
for like Matt Damon made a commercial about investing in Bitcoin and we lost our money.
Oh, all right. South Park does not like NFTs, but because South Park only knows the general version of NFTs is like, hey, let me make like a monkey.
Oh yeah, because
And
they
then-
sputters. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, which is fair, but they're not talking about
They're not talking about veve.
Disney NFTs. They're not
talking about general NFTs.
Yeah.
They're
yeah,
not.
which they're correct. Most NFTs will probably be zero.
veve.
Yeah, most NFTs will probably be zero in the future.
Yeah.
But
the licensed ones are.
Yeah, like Mr. Mojo Jojo. I guarantee you, there's more than 2,000 people that want him, and there's only 1,750 made. So, you like Mr. Mojo Jojo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. He's chill. No, why Elon Musk has never mentioned the carbon neutral or crypto Omi. Well, so he has a lot going on. He's got a lot going on, and for him to try to be intimate with all of these different crypto, especially Omi, which is like barely a top 100. It might take him a little while. I'm sure if one of his emails, let's say from Jeremy Padawar, which he's had talks from before, says like, hey, carbon neutral this or carbon neutral that, he might answer it. But for most people, like, I have a bunch of people tell me, hey, check this out. I can't check out 85% of it. Just because I don't have the time, not because I don't want to. So Elon Musk.
Imagine someone like
him. Oh, jeez, got 69 million followers. Comment nice down below for 69. For like, that's so much. I have just a fraction of that. So it's insane. Eggs are best for building. Eggs are so good. Yeah. What's your take on like? What's your take on like frying eggs, like grilling it versus drinking them?
Okay. No.
You like drinking raw eggs?
No, we're not doing this.
Why not?
Cook the eggs.
Cook your eggs.
But you could be cooking out some of the protein.
Yeah, but there's
Stop.
Salmonella and
Stop. All right, so
how many cases of salmonella?
I would invite like my friends over to drink, at my house, and he would come. He's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna drink, but I'll hang out." I'm like, "All right, cool," but
this is like 2017, Robert.
He would drink, but he would just drink an entire carton of egg whites.
Oh, from a carton?
Yeah, just straight from the garden.
Yeah.
Cold, straight from the garden.
Okay.
And we're all drinking alcohol, and we just have to smell him.
So I didn't know the smell. I forgot the smell.
Yeah.
I don't know the smell. For those of you that know,
we're all like getting drunk, just like, it's eggs. This guy's just like drinking eggs. And
this guy.
Smells.
Who brought this guy?
I'm like, why?
So you definitely would not have dated me at this point. You'd be like, all right, No.
This is wild.
But from a carton, so are they pasteurized?
They were pasteurized,
okay,
yeah.
So they are, okay.
But
it's like cold. And
but even if they weren't pasteurized, I think 1 in like 20,000 eggs might have like salmonella in it, which is like, okay, well, how many eggs do you eat in a lifetime? I was eating 18 eggs a day in Kuwait, and I was fine. Which, granted, they were cooked.
Yeah, all right. But, it's not the same.
But again, like if 1 in 20,000 eggs are have salmonella in it, and well, if you eat 20,000 eggs, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
But like over the course of your lifetime.
Are you sure that's the right number?
That's what it was. It might be different now.
Yeah.
That's what it was in 2017. I mean, now it could be vastly different.
Mm-hmm.
Or that could be the fact that maybe people were cooking their eggs at the time, and even still when they were cooking their eggs. But also, don't. Obviously, when you cook it, you obviously get rid of most, if not all, of the dirt and grime and diseases.
Yeah.
But don't you also cook out some of the protein?
That's what happens with cooking. You cook out some of the nutrients in general.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
protein gets denatured with cooking. Yeah.
But like what they tell you the serving is like the cooked. They expect you to cook it.
Yeah.
So like you're getting what they tell you. Maybe you're getting super proteins from like drinking it raw. Like instead of 18 grams of egg white protein.
And all the time you drank raw eggs, you never got any kind of GI problems?
The
Come on.
only
I don't believe it.
No, the only time
you would send me like
I think
texts about you on the toilet.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, yeah. When
I was changing my diet. All right, so there's two different scenarios. One, when I'm changing my diet from nothing but eating Taco Bell, and then I go to just grilled chicken, egg whites, and broccoli. Of course, you have digestive issues. But yes, there was one time where I thought I had salmonella, and I was like, my tummy hurts really badly. I'm not going to go to work today. I'm not going to go to the gym. And then at night, I was like dying, and I called you, but I called the ambulance as well, and then it was in Huntington.
I saw you earlier that night. I'm like, dude, go to the hospital.
Did you really? Did you see me that night?
Yeah.
You saw me like 2 days later, and you picked me up from the hospital.
Yeah, no, that night, like you and I were supposed to do karaoke in Westbury, and then you're just like, I looked at you. I'm like, dude, go to a hospital?
I just feel like I didn't want to be one of those guys like not because I just got out of the military like a year.
Jaundiced or no?
I don't think it was. I didn't.
This is like
You can't tell because I'm brown.
This is like
and you
4
can't-
months after his kidney shut down for no reason.
Oh yeah, this is true. This is right after. It wasn't. It was my
It was your
liver.
liver.
It was my liver that.
Was your liver shut down for no reason?
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
that was like January of 2018.
And
Yeah,
then
this is
appendix.
May like 20.
Yeah, this is May 2018. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 4 months afterwards.
Yeah.
So I thought that I finally got salmonella, and yeah, again, I didn't go to the gym, I didn't go to work, and then eventually, like,
You looked horrible.
thank you. But
Like,
it's
I
true.
told him to go to the hospital. Yeah,
So eventually,
I didn't like the way he looked.
so eventually at night, I was like, listen, lady, like, I'm straight up not having a good time. I could jump out this window right now, and I'm on like a 3rd-story building. And it's like, okay, we're gonna send an ambulance. We're gonna like you're gonna stay on the phone with me. I was like,
okay, that was your call to the.
yeah. So
This is why he gets into trouble sometimes.
So I stay on the phone with her, but I also as I'm done like throwing up and as I'm done like
Dying.
I'm folded. I'm hurtled over.
Now, mind you, where he was living at the time was on top of a hill.
So you
And, like,
have to go up a set of stairs and then
Yeah.
another set of stairs and then another set of
It
stairs
was all outside. This
to
is
get
all
to my
outside.
room.
Yeah.
So I go down the first set of stairs, no problem. I get out the house. I fall down the second set of stairs, and it's just
Wow.
it's
He was just covered in cuts.
it's a
Yeah.
wooden like it was just like I was like I knew what was happening. I was like,
Yeah.
and then the ambulance gets to me. It's like, I thought you were like a abdominal pain. You have like lacerations. I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
I fell. Yeah.
I fell.
I mean, I
Yeah.
can't say anything because I just recently fallen downstairs.
Yeah. So it happens.
Yeah, but you know, it's
terrible treehouse story.
Yeah.
uh,
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
yeah. I picked him up from the hospital. You just,
Yeah. Picked me up like
ah,
2 days
it
later.
was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had an organ out of
Yeah,
me.
so that was
Yeah.
your appendix.
And you
burst.
smell too. It's just,
Well, I didn't shower. They wouldn't give me a sponge bath. They wouldn't give
Yeah.
me anything. They just would.
But they like, oh yeah, they went at you with rounds. They just poked at you, right?
Yeah, so all these people did, like, it was this, basically scrubs, they had rounds. And this doctor said, as an Asian doctor, no bedside manner. If you feel here, this guy has, like, appendix so inflamed, poke it. So I had, like, 18
Okay.
attendants poking me, it's like, and it did not feel good at all, like, each one of them. And so it was not,
So much pain.
yeah, and, like, before I went in for surgery, I was like, I hate you so much. But it's, you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
Yeah. So eggs. Yeah.
I-
Cook your
Okay.
eggs.
Back to the eggs.
Yeah. You know what? I think I might try liver.
Oh, it's supposed to be really good.
Beef liver. Yeah. I've heard.
Like, that's supposed to be the most nutrient-dense thing.
Yeah.
I like liver.
Yeah, but it's an organ meat, so don't overdo it. It's,
Yeah.
Well, organ meats in general
Yeah.
is supposed to be.
No, but the liver, it filters toxins, so I wouldn't.
That's
like,
true.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I feel like you have to
overdo
overcook it a little bit, just like you know,
Yeah.
cut out the toxins, but then like you wouldn't be getting the nutrients.
So,
like,
what do you feel
it's like
about those
fish.
people that like, hey, this is like bull testicle, and this is like pure like protein, like
not doing that.
Oh, a lot of people eat testicles.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like how much should you?
That's how
put that?
steroids were discovered. It was like some like 70-year-old dude. Like he took the testicles or like roadkill, ground it up into a powder, drank it. You're like, I feel like I'm 50 again.
Should you cook testicles if you eat it? Like if we go to like Yellowstone and like a bull's charging at us and somehow like lightning strikes the bull and it dies.
Rocky
And,
Mountain oysters, right?
Yeah. I'm not eating
It's a
those.
thing. Yeah, people eat testicles.
but like, how much do you have to cook it? Like how much?
I don't know how much you have to cook it.
All right, like a veterinarian, I know.
But
Like, all right.
it's- No, it's
She's not a butcher.
yeah.
Well, have you ever had so?
She saves them from being cooked. Like, I don't think.
No, but people do eat testicles. They
Yeah.
do eat that part of the animal in some places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's
at
good.
East Village Green Animal Hospital in Levittown, as far some people asked, like when we would do like neuters, they would ask for the testicles.
Stop.
Yeah, they would ask them for it back. They would ask for. And they would name it.
Stop. We didn't stop.
Sorry.
Well, a lot of times when you're doing like farm animal stuff,
Yeah.
if you're like neutering on a farm,
Mm.
the dogs like that are just like the farm dogs will eat the testicles as you're like neutering.
Yeah,
just
that's fair.
Throwing the testicles.
I was about to get out. He's like, all right, I'm done. I'm done.
If I had Taco Bell, I'd be throwing up right now.
And yes, we had Taco
We
Bell.
had
after
the
the
Taco Bell.
wedding.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they-
the bride and groom ordered Taco
Taco
Bell.
Bell.
Like,
they were they're across the hall. They yeah. It was pretty nuts.
I've been really
Back to
trying.
Okay, we'll go back to the comments real quick.
Baby.
South Park is a nail on the head. Only the second best performing crypto 2021. Would have thought the top two, but yeah, maybe he knows. Maybe we have a deal with SpaceX. Who knows? That's the way to do it. If you forgot.
The
To eat the
eggshell.
egg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dr.
Ryan.
What are you saying?
Like the shell contains like a lot of vitamins and stuff.
Yeah. So I heard that
So like the barf diet, like you give dogs like the whole like egg.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's like even
Biological appropriate raw foods. Barf diet.
yeah. I heard people like, even like for themselves,
Biologically.
they put in the whole egg, and that when they
Grind
do their
those shells
grind, they
and
grind it
everything.
up.
Yeah, that makes sense. People
Yeah.
do that with like potatoes too. Like they eat the skin because apparently the skin's like nutritious.
Potato skins in general, they taste
Yeah.
really good.
I just don't like potatoes. I don't know. I don't know why
Like,
today.
You ever had potato skins?
You don't
I
you don't like
don't
you don't
like
like steak and
it.
potatoes. That's like
I know.
that's like
I'm half Irish.
Yeah.
and he doesn't like steak and potatoes. I
know.
don't understand
I
it at
know.
all.
I despise potatoes.
I don't
You have to
understand.
over season them for me not to taste the potato.
And the meat you have to oversee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
so
what
I
the
don't
fuck,
taste it,
Ty? Like this is so.
Okay, so what do you like to eat?
I like vegetables. Yeah, it's like
vegetarian.
I love
Go
peppers.
vegetarian.
Chicken's okay. Like chicken cooked right. Obviously, it's good.
You're like vegetarian.
I eat a lot of fish. You know,
Oh,
like,
that's great. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we got another $50 super chat coming from Candace Brevinson. Follow my husband lead. Have another round on us, Aussie. So by 10 million, Omi will get to Vegas. Shots.
Thank you.
Yes, cheers.
bang,
All right.
bang, bang.
So now we have to be advised when someone does that and we go. Oh, so also, Florida man dirts his hands with peanut butter and punches his neighbors that are allergic to nuts.
Oh my god.
I did that once.
What?
I did that once.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, tell us the story because we have to
It
know.
was a fight with a guy I knew I hated, and like I put some peanut butter in my pocket because like it was like before we fought.
You knew he had a peanut allergy.
I did because I have an eidetic memory. It's like I remember
Yeah,
things
he
about
does.
people.
Do you remember Kevin Adair?
Ooh,
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, yeah, keep going.
Like yeah, he was like it was a mild allergy, like so he just like freaked out. He's
Okay.
like, but like and was like he's like. But like I was like, dude, like don't mess with me. Like,
Oh my
like,
god.
Like if it was a severe allergy, I wouldn't have done it because that's like attempted murder. But
Yeah.
I just I
Well,
don't
if you were smart though, you would have then given him.
If I was smart, I wouldn't be
Benadryl or
saying
something.
epinephrine.
No,
Yeah.
epinephrine, and
Yeah.
then he would have been his hero, and then he would have been indebted to you. Your enemy would have been indebted to
Yeah,
you.
like that's what Qui-Gon Jinn calls a life debt for
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you remember Kevin Adair?
Yeah.
And he had
I got a concussion because
because of him.
not because of him, but like as a result of what he did. It was a baseball tryouts. He jumped in front of me to catch the ball.
Oh,
I put down my glove because he was good at baseball, and I was like, oh yeah.
and he
I was like, he's got it. No, he missed the ball.
it.
So the ball went over his glove, and before I could even raise my glove to catch it, it just knocked me unconscious. on my
Oh
feet.
no.
You were
ball-
right behind him.
I was behind him. Yeah, it went over his glove, hit me in the head, and I blacked out.
Oh my god.
I was on my feet and I blacked out. And when I
Yeah.
came to, it was like
oh, so
10
you
people.
fell.
No,
So
I was
you-
still on my feet. I was still on my feet.
You
And
didn't
like
fall.
when I came to,
You're like Zorro after
like a
like
tree.
1,000 cuts. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
you're like a tree.
You're a
it was
tree.
just like I was a 13-year-old tree. Yeah, but like I was just
Because you
like
were 6 foot at 13, right?
I think I was like 5'10". I grew from like 5'10" to 6'2" between the summer of like 8th grade and 9th grade.
Oh my
It
That's
sucked.
unreal.
It hurt so much.
Oh my god.
But
you
yeah.
still stand that.
You're still
Like,
standing. That's...
Oh well, I started crying when I realized I was in pain. like,
Oh my god.
but like like I came to,
Wow.
and like there were like 5 people surrounding me, and like more people coming. I'm like, whoa, when did you all get here? And then like I felt the
Yeah.
pain in my head. I started crying.
So you
Aw.
blacked out and then you came to and
Yeah,
How long were you blacked out? Did they tell you?
I have no idea because I was standing. Like nobody
Oh my
like.
god, dude,
I
that's
was like-
ridiculous.
Yeah,
But did they tell you like that you weren't aware? Like
I don't think it was like
Yeah.
no, because
it was
like
too
not.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just fast.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was
Wow.
like yeah, because we were all spread out like pretty decently, but like it was just, like,
Yeah, for
whoa. Yeah, I was like
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's my
remarkable story.
Kevin. That's my Kevin Adair memory. The worst part about it's not the worst part of the story. The guy who hit the ball that like gave me a concussion. I don't know if you remember Louis. I forget his last name, but he was like 4'8".
Oh, because he was so short. That's
He was a legal midget.
yeah, I do remember him now. Yeah,
Is it the right term?
No.
short person.
No, yeah.
Short
Definitely
person
not.
is the
Yeah.
short
All right,
person.
wait a minute. That
Either,
sounded,
yeah. No.
I sounded like I feel offended.
You're offending yourself.
Oh, wait a minute. Learn here.
Yeah, we're learning today. So what was
Uh,
it before that? I forgot to buy eggshell. Yeah, okay. We're like twins. My appendix exploded too and managed to live.
Yeah.
Doctor was shocked to see me still alive. I used to work out to numb the pain, and this was so many years ago. Happy you're well. Oh, thank you, Omar. You too.
Yeah.
Lori Brenner says this is a nasty conversation. No nuts, please. Sorry.
I tried to ask you.
Yeah, we just yeah. Sorry, Lori.
I begged him. I did.
Everyone comment down below there. Thanks for Lori for helping putting together the party on the 15th that they will be at. And thank you, Candace, following your husband's lead for that super chat. And thank you, Jeff Bevan. And thank you, Candace Bevan. You Aussie guys are amazing. Taz Corp says NDA between Elon Musk and Comey, VV then. I mean, maybe. Like, so what type of NDAs did you have to sign in FEMA?
Nothing really.
Really?
I'm surprised. I mean, there's some things like
I had to sign away a lot.
I went through a lot of training.
Yeah.
You got to figure like the time that it was like I was going through training was when like the email scandal for like Hillary Clinton first dropped. So
Right.
they were like really focusing on like what not to do with your emails.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And
I'm
There
sure
was-
you had to sign some.
I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Just
No,
so
because
we're
like
aware, yeah.
when I first got involved with AmeriCorps, one of the stipulations with AmeriCorps was like I didn't sign waivers. Like that was like a rule. Like you can't sign waivers.
Mhm.
Waivers for what?
Anything. Like if we did like a community service event that like involved using like power tools or something, like
Yeah.
we didn't sign the waivers.
Wait, what do you mean? Like that if you got hurt,
Like,
that
yeah.
it wasn't
Yeah.
AmeriCorps' fault?
Well,
It
no, we didn't
wasn't-
sign like the because it would be
A
a
waiver
third party.
from someone else at their
Yeah,
party.
we didn't sign their waivers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so if they wanted your help, they had to accept it
Yeah.
without you signing. Okay,
yeah.
Have a waiver being signed. Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
'Cause I was like, government employee.
No, I had to sign away. Like, it wasn't until it's weird. Like,
But
they,
your security clearance was like much higher.
it was mostly just secret.
But like
There-
you
there
dealt
was-
with dignitaries.
Yeah, there was
Farming.
also there was like a couple. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy because like there was one of the directors of, like Australia's emergency management, Phil Campbell. Emergency management in Australia is like split between like 6 branches, and it's
that makes sense because there's 6 major
Okay,
things in
yeah.
Australia. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like he was in charge of like one of the branches, and like I gave a presentation to this guy, like a personal like presentation on like what we were doing, and like but like I'm surprised because he was a foreign, like
Diplomat.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Israeli guys, and they were like they were like soldiers, But, like,
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, well, I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
that might
that's
just
right.
be secret. But,
Yeah.
but even still, you should have, because most of mine was secret too. The only things that I did have, like, so for most people that have either top secret or Yankee White, they have to go through like
yeah,
eons and eons. Like, hey, they would have asked you, they would have asked everyone else if I had, like, they probably would have
Okay.
asked you even.
this
like,
is what I didn't like, because like most people start with America transition into female,
No.
but it's like if you got your background check while you were in AmeriCorps, it was just like, oh, cool, you're good. I didn't get my background check until after my term of service when AmeriCorps was over,
Wow.
and like,
So
It
all
was-
that time you were
And you
operating
could
without a
have, oh
background
my
check.
God.
yeah,
Wow.
and
That's
then
scary.
like,
That's
Yeah.
lunacy.
Yeah.
but like they did it afterwards, and like the way they did it, like I felt like is how they should have done it for everybody else during.
Yeah.
Because it was super intensive. Because I lived across the country. Like, I
Yeah.
went to school in Connecticut. So that they had different agents interview my friends in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Like they would travel and meet a friend in like
That's what it's like for top secret and Yankee White. They
Yeah.
interview your friends and your family.
yeah. That's how it should be.
They did this afterwards.
They did it afterwards. If like oh yeah, because it could apply if you want to go. into a
Honestly,
different
for
position.
some stuff, like if I would have went for it, they would have had to question like John Chan's like that or my friend Phil because he's Russian. They would have had to like go like deep. Like, obviously, they're fine. Like they're Americans, but
Yeah,
yeah, some things are. Like,
and then like you just hope like all your friends like say the same thing.
yeah, I mean, as long as they know.
Consistent.
Yeah, they're
Like
fine.
they're not like hungover. Like yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing. So
Have you ever known Ty McDonough to abuse alcohol? And they're asking my fraternity brothers this. It's just like,
dude, did you see the TikTok I sent? Maybe I didn't. It's just like Yeah, he's got a 13-inch. Anyway, so there's this one girl that she was in. I forget what that's called in the. But not security forces, but whatever it is, it's like whatever, it's like inside security, and they're like, yeah, they don't care about your, like, if you what you did beforehand, they just care about like now.
Mhm.
And like they didn't get to me at this point, but she said like they would go and put you like through like it's basically through not drug testing, but they wouldn't put you on drugs, but they would do some crazy stuff to you to like get to your psyche to see where you're actually at.
Mm.
And to make sure that you wouldn't like break under pressure. And if you did, like, yeah. And I was like, oh well. So I chose not to go for it because I was like,
That's wise.
yeah, I was like I just want to play Pokemon.
So all of a sudden you got your discharge papers. Like, wait, what happened?
I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So it was beforehand. Potatoes are awesome, and I make the best potato homemade burgers. Potato burgers, so much carbs.
Potato bread, I guess.
Oh, potato bread is good. Love potato bread.
Potato burgers? Is that what you said?
Yeah, potato burgers still have so much carbs. Like black bean burgers are good because there's a little bit of protein in them, but potato burgers seems like so much
I gotta unscrunch my
starch.
face.
Glad I caught you. Let's go, Real Randy. The truth is mad respect and love you always. Thank you, Pavle Stanomarovich. Tedescorp says, so if there's an NDA between Elon Musk and VV, it's just a matter of... I mean, if there is, then yeah. You know, he can't say anything. Oh my God.
What?
Ernie Malas just gave me $100. Say,
America.
Can't let Aussie out to USA. Ernie, get that bread. So recently,
You matched.
up until yeah, what's up? So recently, up until
10 years younger. Good for you, man.
thank you. So
Baby
up,
face?
yeah, this is crazy. So up until recently, the biggest buy in Earth 2 was by a South Korean that bought the Statue of Liberty. And I was very upset because the South Korean held that amazing title of land. And they spent $65,000 doing so. So they kind of deserve their bragging rights.
Yeah.
But then someone, like this last 10 days, spent $75,000. An American bought the White House. I was like, America. Yeah. I was like, yes.
Dude, I love beating my chest.
Yeah,
Like,
it feels so good.
that hype, like, it's like, I hate everything, but I love feeling patriotic.
Yeah, like, dude, Ernie Malas, like, you got, like, I'm bleeding red, white, blue America right now. I just want to, like,
Yeah.
I hope the 3M.
I really want to, like, roar on, like, your stream one of these days. Like, it's, like, one of my roars. But, like, my roars are loud, so I'm not going to do it in the hotel.
Gracious that you got the super chats from the Aussie.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
Well, they're my friends. They're my also super friends. So
But it's just, like, it's nice to experience, like, this American, you know,
yeah, it's just
camaraderie.
it's
Yeah.
fun. Like
American dream.
it's so tribal
Yeah,
too. So that's the one thing where like race almost disappears at that point. Where he's like,
Yeah, you don't know if he's black or white. Or...
you don't know Ernie Malas. I thought Ernie maybe Spanish because like
Oh,
George Lopez is
Ernesto. Yeah.
Ernesto.
Yeah.
But Malas is that like Greek?
Never met
Is that...
Ernest.
You know, Ernie, you're just American, man.
Yeah.
I'll give you the hat.
What if he's
Yeah.
like French and just trolling us?
That's really from a friend. I think I don't even know if I could get where he's from. I have the
Yeah.
average
Just
person.
ask him.
I guess I could ask him, but that takes away the
Yeah.
the
mystery.
The mystery.
So if I go to the
Plus,
analytics
we don't know if, I mean, yeah, he's, I don't know.
Right.
and the engagement of my analytics, if I go to the audience and I see that
Name every state ever.
Ever.
so
That's an American question.
96
Name
point,
every state ever.
I could name 40 states maybe 45, but there's
You can name all
If I
50
took my time, I would get them.
I can
You know the problem with naming all, like, each
you
individual
would forget
state?
which ones that you already named.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would have to get them. If you give me a map, easy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. I would get.
I
most
would
of
mess
them.
up the Midwest, but I would get all the states in the Midwest.
I was thinking like North because like there's like I don't know which one's like New Hampshire, which one's like
New Hampshire
Yeah,
is
that's
like
a
above New
different-
York.
Right, but that's a different question.
That's
Naming
true.
the 50 states and geographically
Yeah.
putting them on a map is a little bit different.
I think Americans in general are usually not that good at geography.
It's horrible at geography.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
My mom
so-
beat geography into me. So
So-
I became good at geography.
So 56% of me or my viewers are in the U.S. Nice.
Yes.
9.6 are in the UK. 7.7 are in Canada. But
I believe that.
3.8% of you are in Australia. So,
Yeah.
so
You know,
almost 4%.
Australians love South Park. Like, I was in the South Park group until it got shut down. But, like, it was just
Why
like,
did it get shut
I
down?
don't know. I was like, all of a sudden, it just wasn't there anymore. I was like, oh, that's a bummer. But it was like,
That's so
most of the
weird.
majority of the fans in there were Australian. I'm like, oh, all right, good on you, Australia.
They have a
Good.
good sense of humor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure that they do.
They're not Germans, you know?
So there was this one thing called JBMDL Ventaway, where the Joint Base Maguire Dix Lakehurst, where I was stationed at Maguire.
Okay.
So
I
JB,
didn't-
the Ventaway.
Yeah. No, I just, like, I got really confused. I thought you were saying something vulgar. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh no, JBMDL, the Maguire Dix Lakehurst. They have a Ventaway page saying like this person did this, and it got shut down. But it just got released called JBMDL Secrets and Confessions. And
It's
girl,
not secret now.
the tea that has just been spilt.
Thank you.
Pinky. So it was this. Yeah. So it was this person that says, "I married my husband so he could get out of the dorms." Like, okay, all right, little bit of like tax fraud, whatever. And we have an understanding that he can sleep with any of the men he wants, and I can do what I want. So apparently she's a woman. And we sleep in different rooms. Everyone thinks we're the perfect couple because we always host our friends. But I found out I'm pregnant and the dad is about to go on an overseas base and I'm not sure what to do. So somebody says, like, this is the perfect situation. Truly the purpose of the group. Do you keep the lie going and say you have the child together? Do you speak up and get child support? Do you divorce and marry the other person? The possibilities. What's going on? And I don't know what they're doing. This all unraveled the last 2
Is
days.
this a private group or?
Yeah, I just blew the cover.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's what I'm trying to understand. This isn't public, is it?
Yeah, it's public now because the
public
private JBMDL Secrets and Confessions.
Dude, you can't just, like, be airing out, like, armed services dirty secrets. Like,
It's they're all anonymous because if you go to the Secrets and Confessions and you say like, oh hey, how do you this will allow you to remain 100% anonymous, and you go, so you do. So people are like dropping their OnlyFans. People are, like, it's insane. People,
Yeah,
Apparently-
Military is against that, eh?
did you know that gnomes were a signal for like swingers?
Yes, and pineapples.
I did not know that, and apparently neither did the good people of JBMDL, because like I had gnomes because I liked them, and apparently that signaled if you were a swinger or not, and
That's bananas.
I did not.
Pineapples too are supposed to be a symbol.
You know, like, my dad played football. He played semi-pro.
Yeah.
But, like, my dad was, like, a tight end and a safety.
Mhm.
But, like, he wanted to be a quarterback at first, but, like, the kid that the coach picked as quarterback, like, ended up, like, he played for Harvard, but he got hurt. But, like,
Oh.
my dad said he picked him because the kid's parents and the coach and his wife were just swingers. And everybody
I
knew.
can see that.
But everybody knew, but, like, he just, like, didn't say anything. I'm like, wow.
Oh,
That tracks, 70s, you know?
Yeah.
oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. 70 must have been a wild time, especially in the military. Everyone was on drugs. Everyone, like in Nam, like everyone must have been.
Oh, yeah.
Must have been insane. Like I've heard stories of people
Yeah.
saying like, yeah, like security forces would find like a brick of coke, and they would be like, we found it, and like they would just let the people that were doing it, like, you're fine, just we found it, just give it to us, like don't say anything, don't say that we took it from you, and they would like it's ridiculous, like the amount of stuff they would get away with, and like when I was in, it's like you get caught sleeping on night shift, oh, do you get written up? It's like, did you have that with night shifts? You have 24-hour ops, right?
You know, it was just like we had monitors on duty and stuff like that. So it was like people on call. Like we didn't have like, because you gotta understand we were mobile, so it's like our housing was different.
Yeah.
The joint field office had like security, like usually around the clock.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, in case people like left computers there and stuff like that.
When you did emergency work, can you kind of take a nap if no one
You
was
have
there?
like a pager with it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do they still use pagers?
No.
Okay.
But I did.
Okay. Pagers would be
Yeah,
great.
okay.
Yeah. Ty, getting a little late for you, Ty?
No,
A
it's
little late.
only
10:24.
10:24.
Were you? All right. So this motherfucker, he yesterday, like actually 2 days ago, he says, you know what? Or no, yesterday.
Yesterday.
He said it's like tomorrow, meaning today, that he would work out with me at 6 a.m. It's like, okay, I set my alarm. I woke my girlfriend up, 5:55. She's like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, it's okay. And then when my alarm goes off, I noticed that Ty texted me like 3 minutes prior saying like, "Hey man, I haven't gone to sleep yet," and it was like 5:52 in the morning.
Yeah, I was gonna come over here for pictures and everything.
Yeah.
I just like, there's no way. I have to try to get sleep.
So you at least slept 4 hours, I hope? 3?
I slept like 2.
Oh my god, that's insane.
It's like I set my like I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up at 7:15. So like I woke up at 7:15 and I was like, let me try for 8:15. So like it been like 8:15 rolled around and I was like,
it had to.
I don't know if I can move.
Yeah.
So then like 9:15 I was like, okay. And then I finally got out of bed at like 9:30. I was like, okay,
that's fair.
Let me get together now.
Because Nick's parent, like Nick told his parents like, you got to be there at 9:30, and we didn't show up to the place until like 10:45. So they were just waiting there for an hour for like, what's going on? I was like, feels bad, and they definitely like aren't using their phones to max like waste time capacity. Like they don't have TikTok, they don't have Reddit, they don't have they like they're just like awkward silence and feels bad.
What else we got? Good people.
Burgers. Okay, and I think Ernie Malas, Randy, what happened? Just lots of these weddings. It was good. Randy looking fresh, 10 years young. Kobe raid. Oh, Kobe collects.
Yeah.
Kobe collects comes in with the raid. Alligators. Let's go. What's up, Kobe? Hey, fam. Wow, that was a lot of raid. Sneaking in jokes. Message on Twitter. Then realized you're here. What do y'all expect Wonder Woman first appearance to get to? I mean, she's already like 1,100, and she's already been 1,700. So I would say like 3 to 3,500, $3,000 to 3,500 by, let's say the end of the year, probably because of people coming in. Nobody knows about it yet, so I'd say that. Tsunami. Yo, Randy, what's going on, Lockford? Do you still have the speech? Do it for YouTube. What speech? What were we talking about?
Probably because you were in the bridal party. You were in the wedding party.
Oh, so
he wasn't the best man.
He wasn't the best.
I wanted to give a speech, and
Yeah.
I told him not to.
I was just gonna shoot from the hip because I can.
Well, you misinterpreted the signs, like the clanging on the glass.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, I mean, we gotta give speeches. We're giving more speeches.
Yeah, that means they should kiss.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought.
I'm like, I don't think that's
ding on a glass
because we already gave the speeches.
Speech.
No, the person who gives a speech dings on the glass to get attention.
Oh.
To get everyone's attention.
All right, I thought people was.
But if everyone in the whole venue starts dinging on their glass, they want the bride and groom to kiss.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping me because that would have been a little awkward.
I'm going for it. I'm like, don't go for it. Do not go for it.
like how many have to stop you?
Our first date, she had to stop me from ordering too much food.
Oh my! I asked about this today too.
Oh, did you tell them?
Show them
Show them what the menu? Like
no, the beaver.
Oh my god. Okay, so Ty messaged me this the other day. Among like the many things he messages me, and
I love you.
And among like the myriad amount of people that mess. All right. Anyway, hang on.
All right.
Where's that? All right.
It's a video of.
It's a video of a beaver.
Is it to? Yeah. It's a beaver eating cabbage. This is how he eats. This is how he eats.
I don't think so. I think I eat a little bit.
It's
better
very
than
quick.
That.
It's like.
I think I ate a little bit better than that.
I asked Danielle today. I was like, "Hey, did you like eat like this on your first date? That you went out to eat?"
Stop it.
I
We were on our
so
first date, and you had asked someone for recommendations, like a chef you knew or something.
Yeah, so
he's like, "Oh, I have to get all these things," and he's just starts.
Oh my god!
Ordering.
Yeah, so it's my friend Will.
On the menu.
He's super Chaz. William Coulter. Because he's a chef. And what we would do, we used to work together.
It doesn't mean order everything.
Yeah.
I got what he asked me to get.
There were suggestions.
Maybe. So every time he worked with me in finance, and every time we would go someplace nice, he would take care of the menu. Like, we'll order this, give me a hot plate on this, and
I remember you telling me about this guy.
He was a big guy, and he knew his way around food. So I was like, listen, and he's Italian. It's like, I cannot lose. Like, I will never get this opportunity again. Like, what do I order? And he's like, well, you're gonna want this and this. And I was like, okay, all right. And
he just kept ordering, and I was just like, "Okay, stop. We're getting enough food. This is like."
Especially because you didn't eat meat.
Yeah, there was so much food.
So I ordered like 2 pounds of steak, like just.
We don't need anything else.
Did you know she was a vegetarian at this point?
I don't think I did know. I might have assumed just because,
Yeah, but you just wanted to keep ordering different dishes.
Yeah,
it had nothing to do with me being vegetarian or not. You just wanted to order. You want to try more.
And I didn't even take it. Like, we took it home with the intention for me to take it home. But I forgot to take it home. So her dog ate magnificently that week. Gemma, she ate steak.
But I had to stop him.
Like
I was
a
like,
lot.
stop. stop. You don't need to order any more food. This is going to be plenty of food. This is a lot.
You know, it's like, you know what's the worst thing about watching you eat when you're done?
Why?
Because like
That's what I'm done.
you eat so fast and then you just get like stomach cramps.
Yeah.
So you're just like lying on your side like
Why did
I'm
I
like,
do
get
that?
up, we're in public. Like, get up, bro.
Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it, like.
I'm still eating. I'm like, come on, man, this is embarrassing.
All right, what did Pokemon teach us?
Stop.
Told Pikachu, let's eat really quick so we can eat again, because you can eat as fast as you want, and then because you can
Don't
eat
take
more.
advice from Ash
You could eat
Ketchum.
more. You could
He's
eat
a
more if you
bad
eat quicker.
trainer.
You could if you eat really quickly, you could eat more, and if you just eat.
That's
slow-
not true. Well, yeah,
It
eating
is.
slower fills you up faster.
Yeah,
But it's like that means you should want to eat less.
yeah, but why not eat more? Especially when we're at all you can eat sushi.
Okay.
So you don't get stomach cramps and lay on the booth.
Lay on the
I like
Like
this.
in
Like the same people that get into Disney as soon as it opens and don't leave until it closes. I want to get my money's worth, Ty. I want to go to sushi, all you can eat.
then have this salad to expand your stomach.
No, I'm not gonna waste my stomach thing with salad. Not
All
gonna.
right, boys.
It's a really
okay,
good salad.
boys.
Okay.
I'm
Okay, all right, we have to move on. Apparently,
Let's move on.
Tsunami, Kobe collects first Delaware, right? Was that? Is that like a
Yeah,
frat?
some government.
Oh, okay. You guys are killing me right now, Tom Holland. Canadian Old Farmer, follow you always, the Old Farmer. Cheers, cheers, Uncle Mike's Cryptonomics. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas. What is that?
They're naming the state.
Oh, they're naming.
Yeah.
They're naming all the
That's
states.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah.
good. Cheers. You.
Oh, there's a limit. Hopefully they didn't copy and paste it.
Right. I own 398 collectibles.
Yeah, they copy and paste it.
Wow.
Damn. I own. I might own 300, but
Darn, that's crazy.
I have a fraction of that.
I own 312. But be advised.
Well, they're all alligator Loki.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
because my fridge. Yeah, you haven't watched Loki series because you don't like British people, so you're not gonna.
No,
watch
I just don't like Loki. I'm not gonna root for Loki.
It doesn't help.
I gotta watch something where I can root for the character.
Well, it's alligator Loki. You should want to root for because he's like he was deemed
So he's
as
still a Loki.
superior Loki. He ate the wrong neighbor's cat, and you hate cats, so you should
I
love.
don't hate cats.
Okay.
So anyway, I have 146 common alligator Loki, so almost half are just.
Cats are mean.
And then I have
They
ultra
wanna
rare
be
and stuff.
friends.
So anyway, Ernie Moss beats me there. Then we got Jay East music laughing. Almost says, "What are your thoughts on Andre sold his Bitcoin for Omi? I think that's gonna work out really well in a few coming weeks. Looks like we're going to see an interesting conversion on the Millennium Money this coming week. I think so." Peter Hoy from Australia said, "Yes, he can tie." Said he only sold 2 Bitcoin for Omi, which is still like almost $70,000. So that's not an insignificant amount. 2 Bitcoin is roughly about. Was it? It's 39 per Bitcoin, so it's about 68, almost $69,000. I'm gonna come up nice down below for 69. Yeah, but it's 2 Bitcoin at least. He's bringing awareness on veve. Nice party in the Winding. Yep. All 4 girls today. The Old Farmer. Right. I bought all 4. Oh, the DC girls.
DC.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I have Loki and look forward to the new season. Well, thank you. I look forward to this. Your face.
What's the old farmer? What is that?
It's just the guy. He's
Oh.
the Old Farmer. That's what his name is.
Mm.
That's what we call him now.
Mm.
Like some people want to just, I like Brendan Z. We'll call him whatever. Like this guy named Dino. He has another stream, and because he has like a bald head, people were commenting like the egg emojis.
Ah, snap.
But he like embraced it. He's
He
like
liked it.
egg emoji, and then he's like, so he ordered pizza on stream because he like couldn't get to the comments quick, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna order pizza, and then everyone's like, yo, what's not Bukkake, what's the
Oh my god.
Mukbang. So there's a like mukbang stream. It sounds mukbang, and the other thing, it sounds relatively similar with the K and the.
You rendered Ty speechless.
Anyway, yeah. So the mukbang happened on his channel. I'm supposed to do it on his channel as well at some point after the Book of Boba Fett ends.
You see, I already forgot. Like, what is a mukbang?
Just eating on.
Just eating on stream,
No.
but it's like
You're
these,
not gonna catch me eating on stream. I
But it's-
refuse to be the big guy eating on
it's
camera.
these no, the mukbang with these South Koreans, and they weigh like 115, and they're dominating like whole pizzas or like whole cheesecakes, and it's like, where do you put
Do you
that?
remember One Bites in high school?
No, it's one bite.
It was like just like stuffing as much food into like a ball and like eating it in one bite. Like Mark Viola, like we used to be able to do that.
No,
Like
that
you would like
sounds
just
great.
eat like a burrito in one bite.
Have you ever played
Does
Chubby
not sound
Bunny?
great.
What?
Chubby
Oh,
Bunny.
boy.
No,
Okay, so it's basically like
I'm scared.
no, it's really easy to do, but it's you probably shouldn't do it. You put a marshmallow in your mouth and you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting marshmallows in your mouth until
hate
you
those.
can't say Chubby
I
Bunny.
hate
Why?
because it's gross. Because you got people foaming at their mouth and like spitting out marshmallows.
Yeah.
And until you
It's
can't
awful.
say Chubby Bunny, but it's
Yeah.
fun. We should do it later.
Maybe in high school.
This
Okay.
is the next one.
Oh, okay. Andrew did say thoughts on he does not have enough influence to affect the price. Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, maybe if all the YouTubers got together and said, "Yeah, we're gonna sell," maybe it might, cracked an egg on his head and put ice on his head. Wait, oh, so that's what he did. Yeah, the pizza and the egg emojis.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God! All right, don't play Chubby Bunny. I'm old. So Uncle Mike's Cryptonomics, the old farmer, says, 67. Farmer going to retire with my Omi, the old farmer. Do you think Omi is going to the moon soon? I think in a couple weeks it will probably, but I think by the end of February, like the end of this month, we'll probably get to 2 cents, as long as we have decent exchanges. If not, definitely March, and March I think 3 to 5 cents, but minimum 2 cents, because I think we get Coinbase, and Coinbase you usually get like a quadrupling, like minimum. So Ty runs his own nonprofit currently. I mean, it's not yours, but you still have.
Yeah. I'm a past president, so I just finished my term up in July. So now I'm a trustee. So now I'm responsible for like audits and like making sure like things are up to date and making sure the current guy is like not overstepping or.
So me and Ty go a lot about waste of the U.S. government and taxpayers. We try to bring it to you.
Yeah.
But what are some wastes of like veterinary hospitals? What are some waste of things that like some restaurants are like, hey, we throw away this much food. Do you guys ever throw away vaccines that are still good but they're not declared good?
Well, a lot of products you can just send back to the manufacturer if they're expired or anything like that. But
And you get credits for them?
usually they're they're just
Okay.
refunded or replaced basically. But no, I mean as far as waste, as far as products or medications, you have to kind of keep track of all of that.
Okay.
So,
Do you have to
that's
put them
not
like
an
an
issue,
incinerator?
but I do feel like most practices and a lot of businesses don't recycle at all. I feel like that's a waste. There's so much paper.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
And I think that's true of a lot of private businesses,
Yeah.
Isn't it true like something about like recycling on Long Island like
It's not really
stuff
recycling.
just like sitting there now?
I don't know.
Like
Yeah,
apparently
I mean,
the
it's
Chinese were buying our recyclables,
Really?
but like now like they're not buying it anymore.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wasn't
Who's
who's
like-
the one that had a surplus? It was like Norway or something. They had like they needed more garbage to fuel because they used garbage to fuel something, and they needed more. They had like
Yeah.
I forget when I read that.
I feel like they're responsible. They sort their garbage, so
Yeah.
it's all burnable stuff.
Yeah. Ours is not that burnable. Well, I mean,
there's
I
a
guess.
lot of controversy
people-
with recycling in itself anyway. People
Exactly.
say it's not very
Yeah.
productive or it's
Because like
counterintuitive,
if you don't like clean out the things, you emanate the whole thing.
No, it just.
not as effective as it should be.
In
I mean, in theory, recycling.
the military, burn pits. Do you have that in FEMA? Burn pits.
No,
So
you can't say burn in FEMA.
That's a good point. So, which would be the burn pits would, cancel like whatever, but every now and then, people would throw in like old uniforms, and there'd be like a live round in them. It would go off.
Oh my God.
So every now
That's the most military thing I've heard.
That's the most military thing.
yeah, people would throw in old uniforms and just
Wow.
they'd have a live round in them, and they would just go off.
So do they do that to see it, or they really forgot? They just
No,
didn't know it
they
was
just
in there?
forgot. Like it's just
Wow.
in
Yeah,
there.
they forgot.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe people just did that to do it. Like, oh, let's mess with these guys real quick.
I mean, because you're burning the uniform. Like, how are you really gonna know unless the people are like?
That's a good point. You're not gonna know which one it came out
Especially
of.
if most if they're doing it at the same time.
I guess you know which one it came out of though, because the bullet hole would be in their uniform.
I mean,
Burn,
unless
yeah.
they're going into as it's burning. Like, oh, we gotta see which one that
That's
came
a
from.
good point. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because now that hole is hot, so now everything around is gonna burn faster.
yeah. I mean, it's meant to be flame retardant though. It's meant to be.
It's not doing a good job.
That's a good. Yeah. That's all right. There you go. An egg on his head. 69. Going to take at least 28 cents. According to Elliott Wave theory, if you believe the recent YouTube video. 20. That's well. I think if everything goes correctly, it's possible. 30 cents, but at the height of the bull market before there's a bear market.
Yeah.
And so Ty, what's your big reservation on going into NFTs and going into crypto? Why have you not taken the plunge?
I think for me personally, I just like I'm just like I'm not into it. I see like like maybe it's just me being a hater or like fighting.
I can see that. Yeah.
But like it's just like I don't know. For me, it's like it's not appealing.
Do you question the value it's gonna have?
I don't question the value it has or it's gonna have. It's just not valuable to me.
Okay.
But like I would love to flip an NFT,
Right.
And then I don't know.
But it's just flipping. Like it wouldn't be like a thing that
would be an investment. So how is that not
absolutely.
valuable to you?
Yeah.
Not value in the sense of me holding on to something because like I take joy from this.
Well, do you collect physical collectibles?
I mean, I used to collect comics.
Yeah. Because
and like I got kind of angry like when DC and Marvel went like more digital, and then it really worked against them because it hurt the people who like supported their industry, and once the comics became digital, streaming the comics became a lot easier.
Yeah.
So people would just read the comics online because there are plenty of sites.
Even Comics and Crypto, the YouTube channel, or the YouTube channel, Comics Explained. Yeah, that's 4 million viewers because they have a video of it and then they explain what's going on. So it's called Comics Explained. They have like 4 million subs. Like, oh my god.
So it's like one person like has the app, and then run a site where like they stream comics and then get ad payments and stuff like that, and it's just like I don't know. It's just like I miss going to comic book shops, like taking out all the problems I had with the industry.
Yeah, I mean it's still so. Thank you, Omi Chad, for the super sticker with the sunglasses. So that's why I'm really bullish on NFTs, because when I used to go to comic shops, a lot of the people, especially the kids that would come in, they would go and get comics specifically for the QR codes they could read on their phones. And I was like, yeah, and I was like, why would you do that? Like, if you have the comic, like, why would you read it on? But it's different, as they said, it's like, oh, it's easier, and they don't have to worry about damaging the comic. I was like, okay, and that's what kind of clicked for me. It's very disruptive, because a lot of even Pokemon cards, any collectibles, they're so susceptible to being damaged, but with digital stuff, you can't.
But what are you gonna do when internet runs out?
When there's like a solar flare and there's no more internet.
No more internet.
Let me tell you, the Federal Emergency Management Agency has no plan.
Okay, so we're all effed in the A.
Yeah, there was like I was tasked like, hey, like find out what our emergency plans are in place for when there's like solar flare, like when like solar weather doesn't just affect Siberia and it affects America. I'm like, all right, sure. Like, how are we gonna have communications? Like, what are we gonna use? I'm like, yeah.
There's no outernet.
There's internet, but it's like,
but there's no like out like, hey, here's a system, like the beacons are lit. Like here's how we, counter calls for aid. There's nothing.
There was like at least like 2016, like.
Oh my god.
It was just like there was.
So there's no like, hey,
if someone like picked it up after me, like they're starting from scratch.
Oh my god. So the like solar flare happens and we're just taken back to the Stone Age.
All right, so it's like there's every day FEMA gives a report on space weather.
Okay. Oh god. So it's every day as of 2016. They were at least aware enough to notice.
We track solar flares.
Okay.
And luckily, when there's like space weather strong enough to affect like electricity and things like that, it's always in remote areas of the Earth, so where people don't live.
Right? Really?
Yeah.
It's always in those areas.
It's like like.
That's what we're saying, Siberia.
Just like wastelands.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
That's all right.
But it's like because I think like the polarities and stuff are already kind of like scrambled,
and that's why technology doesn't develop there.
Like there have been rumors of blackouts in like Russia from like solar weather.
Oh.
And it's just like targeting information from Russia. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like what do we do if like something like that? Yeah. If there's like severe weather enough, like space weather that affects America, and it's just like. It's still new. It's still new.
Yeah, that's so crazy. So any other country could just be like, "Hey, we're just not gonna," or they could try to form like.
It could happen in any country, Well,
like their own HARP. Like, have you heard? The conspiracies about HARP? Like they're trying to do whatever, but they
The
could
weather.
they could accidentally
Yeah,
manipulate the
they're
weather,
controlling the
and then
weather.
Oh, yeah.
conspiracies like, oh, they're manipulating the weather, which
Mhm.
they're doing accidentally.
Space weather is cool, but it's also kind of terrifying.
Yeah, space. We don't frightening.
So it's like,
no.
it takes out all electronics, like those NFTs, and it's just like
It's true. I mean, well, that's banking in
crypto.
general.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No,
Yeah.
Everything
absolutely.
would be done. Like, if there's
Yeah.
no internet.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to. I'd be reliant on you because you have
Yes.
you got the cabin.
What was that old calculator?
Abacus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to
Go back to the abacus.
Going back and forth.
Yeah.
Randy, please tell us, how do you set this huge circulation supply start to drop? So the circulating supply can only get to 311 billion, and we can start burning it when we get OMI to NFT in Q2 or OMI to land in Q3, and that'd be it. What do you think about the US dollar? Because it's fine.
I mean, like, it's not so much a dollar, but like, I have a problem with what people just passing budgets.
Yeah.
And well, let's print more money.
Elliot Wave saw a YouTube video. Omi can update Comey by the sounds of it. YouTuber only just discovered Omi yesterday because he's technical analysis of Elliot Wave. Oh, maybe that's possible.
Who? What did you say?
I guess the new YouTuber that made this that made a claim was a very new person to a Comey. Like, have you had anyone like that in FEMA or anyone like in the mess, like a little bit of knowledge and it's very dangerous, like to like a manager in a animal hospital or like a new team lead in FEMA?
What do you mean by like a little bit of knowledge?
Like they say, like, I haven't actually done this stuff, but I've learned about it, and then they kind of like the people that go into construction sites that have never worked a construction site, or like anyone in the veterinary.
I feel like a large majority of the federal government is just winging it.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment.
Well, I mean, I think, in my field, we are always talking about how pet owners are always just looking stuff up themselves on the internet, and they just come in with all these Dr. Google references. And,
Yeah.
Dr. Google.
yeah, and can be dangerous. Yeah, definitely be dangerous.
No.
I'm just gonna make sure before we head out that we have a. We're only like 60% done on the $100 super chat that is still up there, but I imagine that we can probably end it at any time. Any watch the Steven Seagal movie, Throw Me in the Ring.
What is it?
It's Planet of Vampires. I watched the Steven Seagal movie, Throw Me in the Ring. Like they just wanna when you watch the movie Taken, you feel like you take on anyone. And that's what he's.
Oh yeah. Dude, I like movies like that are dangerous for me.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Well, especially you because you could punch people and just.
Yeah, it's like that's why I gotta like calm down.
Yeah, just break whatever you hit, like anywhere punch, just whatever you hit.
Dude, it's like you should be grateful that like I don't live up to my full potential.
I've showed you guys what he's done to me.
Would you spar with me if I actually took like?
I'd probably do it once or twice until like got rocked, and I was like, all right, I don't want to play this game anymore.
I also don't like hit. Like I know how to hold back. Like when we spar, like I'm not hitting you with power punches. Like everything I hit you with, like all those marks were jabs.
Yeah. So I mean, if you did it, I could only maybe.
I mean, I'm a counter puncher. Like that was like they were just counter jabs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I could only do it for, especially now, probably like half a round. But when I'm trained, I don't know, a few rounds, but only until I got rocked. Because like there's a point in time like, okay, you feel like you're taking hits until you take a hit and you see stars, and it's like, and you never want to get hit like that again. It's like,
it's not funny anymore.
That's why I decided to not try to become a professional fighter, because some people hit like that and it's straight up not having a good time. If I hear one more person call it Wonder Woman's rope, I'm gonna scream. They're too young to remember the golden lasso. Yeah, what?
Who's calling
The
it?
last
I don't. I guess people that are new, like, oh look, it's Wonder Woman's rope, and they don't call it the lasso of truth. Did you see Wonder Woman? The Gal Gadot movie? No. Why not? You don't like Wonder Woman?
I haven't seen
The first one though was pretty good.
Yeah.
The first one was great.
I only saw
it's the
Suicide
80s
Squad 2 of the entire DC cinematic universe.
The second one, like,
Yeah.
why? Like,
I don't know. It was free on HBO.
all right, yeah, I'll give the Ty's really particular about certain things.
I just don't do comic book movies anymore.
That was pretty much it. All right, any final thoughts that y'all want to give to the world before we Bounce.
If you guys have any ideas about communication systems, in case there's space weather,
In case of an
please let the
emergency.
federal government know.
Please let FEMA know.
Honestly, at that point, it would just be like it would have to be a hey, here's our
Carrier pigeons.
here's our information from New York. You're supposed to give this
Morse code.
give this thumb drive of information to New Jersey on this location. Like that's how I would.
There's
do
like
it.
you would have to find everybody who knows Morse code and like set them up and then pay them.
Yeah.
Wow, I would say like in the government, like not have everything on.
How many people do you know that know Morse code?
3, like 5 maybe,
I knew,
and most of them are in the military.
Yeah, it's very niche.
Yeah.
So like, if you want to set
Yeah,
a
I'm saying you
communication
have to,
network across the country,
Yeah.
and then if like centralized big things like that, how are you going to pay these people? Like like
Well,
you have to reevaluate what is worth it.
Well,
in
at that
terms of
point,
payment.
you would probably just.
It's an emergency situation.
Yeah, they would
It's
probably.
not
I would
like
hope
I
that.
mean, you want people to step up, but at the same time, it's
I mean, I would try.
getting to those people, finding those people. Because like, what about where are you storing your Rolodex of those people who are certified to do those things?
That's a good point. Where are they handled?
It's like, all right, I got to list everybody who's like, who's certified to like set up this like communication.
Dude, that's why
network.
you need to read Secret Wars.
I'm not doing that.
Dude, you need because
I
they
just got a headache.
Oh my goodness.
because they go through this whole thing because the universe is about to collapse into the main Marvel universe, and they have like 8 days or 8 hours to figure out how to phase it through, and they don't. And basically, Reed Richards goes and says, "Okay, we need Earth is about to die. We don't just need specialized doctors and engineers. We need people that are multidisciplined, that are both a doctor and like an engineer, or both a mathematician and this." Like they answer that question,
Nah.
and it's really good. And
Wait, so it was like, was this the one where like Doom became like God Doom?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Secret Wars 2. All right, I know that one.
Okay.
They can like the not conversions. That was a DC storyline.
Basically, all the Marvel universe.
Yeah, like different multiverses would like collide with each other.
Yeah.
And both universes would die.
Yeah.
If like they touched.
Yeah.
So you got to kill one Earth.
Yeah.
So like like the Illuminati were like killing
Yeah,
Earths
yeah.
for survival, and then like they
But
were
then
like,
they had
hey,
to
we
wipe
can't do
Captain
that.
America's memory. It was insane.
Yeah, so like then they sent
Bananas.
Namor to do it because he was the only one willing. So, like,
Yeah. Oh god, it was bananas.
and then he recruited Thanos.
Yeah, and all the Black Order. Dude, it was insane. It was insane. It was nuts. Like I can't even get it. All right.
It was okay.
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 Get the fuck out of here. Who are your guests, Ryan? Oh, hello, James. This is Dr. Danielle Mossa. This is Ty McDonough. Dan Mossa's veterinarian. Ty McDonough is former FEMA specialist and just,
External affairs specialist, community leader.
community leader.
Yeah.
Maybe orthodox or southpaw at will. I mean, I do fight southpaw, and he still beats me up.
Yeah, I can find stuff.
Pablo says, love you guys. Thank you. You all are amazing. Good stuff. Scary flights go out. Always wondered what if that happens. Secret Wars was lit AF. You're right. Ty, what keeps you up at night? Like outside of like the what? What are you?
All right, it's like what's like my concerns that keep me up at night?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like never finding like the right girl, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like never
You
like
really
starting
want
a family.
kids.
Yeah.
You really want kids.
I don't know, like my friend's happiness. Like I think about that. Like, I'm just like I think about my friends who are like Charlotte, and I was like, damn, I think you just like get
Worried
that one
about them.
last like
Yeah.
missing piece. Like I just feel like everything would be so much better.
I
was like, yeah.
Yeah, I got a few. Yeah, I think.
I'm worried about my parents and their health.
Well, I mean, they've been living their best lives.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no,
it's not always quality best
That's
life.
true.
We're talking like multiple sclerosis, and then
Yeah.
But it's I don't know, like worldly things, I guess, like worldly desires like for family, desires for like like health and fortune, all the things that like people tell you should like detach yourself from, but like
It's so hard. That's
Yeah, that's
so
hard.
hard.
and it's like I think I like think of myself as a special person, but at the end of the day, like the things that keep me up at night are pretty human, like pretty like
Okay.
they're pretty like base, it's like
Yeah.
and in a way it's like a way of like your worries and your concerns and your desires, they're a measure of your humanity. It's like what you want out of life, like who you are as a person, what you believe.
Yeah.
So
Well, what keeps you up?
Oh.
You said your patience.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Most veterinarians, we definitely think about our cases and our patients, stress about that after hours. That is very common. It contributes to a lot of compassion fatigue in the industry.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. You just think about, is there anything else I can do? And you just worry about your case, your patients. And your cases,
I imagine also because dogs are considered property still. That like, hey, we recommend this to X, Y, and Z, and
that's one of the biggest
owner's just like,
problems,
nah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you can't really help an animal, so
Yeah,
it
like-
needs help because the owners are prohibiting that.
At that point, like, I feel like you need like Punisher type of like, take out these people who refuse to give health care to their pets. And Ty's exiting himself out. It's giving me the thumbs up.
Whoa!
Off screen.
Off screen. It's like, yeah.
Off screen.
I mean, because that is kind of almost torture.
That's one of the hardest things about the profession.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what can be done to help an animal, but it can't be done because it's prohibited by.
Kobe collects. His moderator is doing a great job tracking down a scammer. Yeah, I heard he did that. What's up? Saying hi, Randy. How's it going? Says you have a beautiful girlfriend. Right?
Oh, thank you. I try.
A lot of people say that she should leave me because
No, I said that.
a lot of people say that she's too pretty.
People
People have said that she's too pretty for me, which fair point.
Yeah.
But
Well, that was when you didn't shave.
Now your baby face.
I think now it's worse. I think it was
Yeah.
it's not as good now.
Oh, did you show him the picture you took of me?
No.
The what?
I did the thing.
The photo you don't like.
Oh yeah, no, it does not
Don't
look
worry
good.
about that.
Yeah, it looks very bad.
It's so funny.
It does not look good. Maybe I'll show you guys at some point. But if you guys
There's
are,
lots of nice photos from the wedding.
All right, someone dropped a super chat for that photo. Like how much we have to leave.
I mean, I guess almost well, I guess almost any amount because it's like if they're paying for it, like okay, I mean, there's only 33 people here right now, but
Yeah.
some this will probably get.
I feel like I should have brought it up sooner for the people.
This will probably get a couple hundred, if not, if not several hundred views. But now it's 35. All right, people tagging others. No. But we've been here for a while, so thank you guys.
Yeah.
Final thoughts?
Thank you.
Just like
Congratulations to our friend
Yeah.
Megan and
Megan
Nicholas.
and Nick.
Nutmeg.
Yeah.
Not Meg.
Not Meg.
That's what I call them.
Oh yeah, I already told you that. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was like her nickname, like from the
That's
beginning.
my nickname for them.
And that they look 16, and
They do look so young.
Yeah.
they look.
You know what's cool? It's like Nick's kind of getting like all the silver.
Yeah, he's like a silver fox. He looks so good. But you know what? He looks great. Don't give me that face. He looks great.
You told a very like not tall person today. Like, oh, look at this big old
tall glass of milk. Because I was sitting down and he was standing up. Like, I'm just trying to be like
polite
and like
bridesmaids.
lift up my fellow kings. And I was like, this tall glass of milk, and then apparently it was like 5'8", and he wasn't that tall. Like, apparently it was just.
It was very off-putting.
Awkward.
I was very off-put. I just want to let you know.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
This is
like shots.
Anyway, guys.
Final thought. Love my friends. Love you guys.
Congrats to
Cheers,
Nutmeg.
mate. Congrats on Nutmeg.
High five. There we go.
Doctor. All right. I should go with doctor. It's official. Dr. Chavez. All right. I love you guys.
Be good to each other.
I don't think that's how it works. You guys take an oath and everything
Be
first.
kind to animals.
Yeah.
Animals. 100%. All right. I love you guys. Thank you all for the super chats. I love you. I'll see you all in the future.
Bye.
All right, goodbye.
Tell your friends you love them. Goodbye, guys.
Yes. Again. Okay. Cancel.